camera. All right, Rome. Make sure you're talking in the mic. All right. Y'all ready to do this so we can go home? Let's do it. Haven't had Rome here in a minute. Sneak This Podcast, episode 270. Almost at 300, fam.
Damn.
That's a lot. Damn. George, Greg, Rome, Mr. Mitos, back in the building.
It's been a minute, man.
It's been a while, man. Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribes, shares this podcast, all of the above. What is this, November or something? I don't know why I've been saying the date on the podcast. November 9th. Like I said, appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, comment, shares, all this stuff. Got a lot of messages today. People like, yo, you tripping, you don't want sneakers to sit. Fam, come on, man.
What?
Like, because, sneakers been sitting overseas, sitting on shelves. And I was like, I don't like that, man.
Oh.
It ruins the culture, man. It ruins the culture. You know what it is? So, I'm going to just say it so quick. So, I got, a few messages from people. Cats was like, yeah, you tripping. Like, I want to be able to go in and just buy the sneakers or whatever. And I'm like, see, y'all thinking about the podcast. Like, you're thinking about sneakers individually. It's not about you as an individual. Like,
right.
I want to go cop, but you got to really think. If sneakers sat on shelves, this podcast wouldn't exist. Like, why would I do a podcast
for sure?
If a sneaker podcast or sneakers sitting on the shelf? You know what I mean? All the content that wouldn't exist. Social media would be different. There's a lot of businesses that would never exist. Like, there's a lot of things that would never take place. And some of these stores that do exist now, like our Foot Locker, they might have been gone out of business if all that stuff was just sitting on shelves like that. But people think I need to go cop. No. Sneakers hype has brought on a lot of things, shops, websites, apps, employment,
bots,
yes. Sneaker events. Think about all the sneaker events that wouldn't exist. Complex Con probably wouldn't even exist, even though Complex Con is a little bit bigger than just sneakers. It probably wouldn't even. It derives from sneakers.
You're right. It would be a lot of people unemployed.
It would be a lot of different things. But Cats is like, nah, I just want to walk in and cop. I get it, man. When we all used to be in the 90s, you used to walk in, cop any Jordan you want, used to sit on the shelves. I get it. But it ain't like that no more.
It's like a gift. It's a gift and a curse at the same time.
It is.
I guess it depends on what you like. You know what I mean? If you walk into a store and what you like is available, by all means, you know what I mean, it's great. But if you walk in the store and what you like, everybody else like, then you got a problem.
Yeah, it's always a problem.
That's the problem is, but if it's sitting, then they need to do some things about inventory. They need to
do something.
Go back to the drawing board and figure out what shit ain't selling right. And
see, that's the thing that people need to understand. I mean? It's us. It's us.
You got to explain yourself because you said you want red and black Jordan 1s to be always in the store.
They should.
And whatever else, Royals. So you got to explain the difference.
No, because just like how all white Air Force Ones, I feel like a sneaker gets to a certain level of
So then what do you not want to sit then? Everything else? That's what I'm saying. You got to explain the difference.
It's not about what I want to sit. It's about I'm not saying I want them to sit, but I like where the culture is right now. I understand that we all complain man, I didn't cop. Now Rome cops everything, but
no.
You cop everything.
Yeah, it's been a drought for a
you just walked in with Off-White too. So, so it's like,
yeah,
something. But you know what it is that and when I say sit, I don't consider a Bread One or a Royal One, all them stuff as sitting. That stuff just to be readily available. If it sells out, it sells out. Air Force One, Off-White Air Force One sell out, and then they restock them, and they sell out again, and then they come back on shelves. It isn't like Air Force White Ones are just always sitting. There's been times where you can't find your size to find pair. People started reselling all white Air Force Ones, so it ain't a big thing. But I'm saying the hype on sneakers flying off shelves and stuff like that contributes to all of the local shops, people opening boutiques, people even starting their own clothing brands. Regardless of what they wanted to do it or not, some of that stuff derives from sneaker hype.
And same thing with companies being in bed with other companies too.
It's a lot of things that happen, and there's a lot of collaborations that have taken place based off hype, that I probably wouldn't have even considered buying clothes from. I had never heard of Aimee Lean Dior and all that stuff before some of the stuff. I had never heard of that stuff before. And now I go in there like regularly look. The New Balance, the whatever model with bricks and wood, that I had never heard of that brand out of California. Never heard of it. Now it's in my it's in my favorites now. I go in there and see what they, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I now want to promote their brand because I'm like, yo, they got some dope stuff. I would have never heard of it wasn't for sneakers. So that's what I mean. A Jordan 1 Bred 1 came out in what, 85? Fam, that's what, almost 40 years? Like
Pretty much.
Fam, like you mean to tell me I still have to work hard to try to get that? No. Put them joints, you send about 100 to the Foot Lockers, you know, local Foot Lockers, them joints sell out, make some more. It should be regular by now. It should be on rotation. I ain't saying Jordan 6, I ain't saying every Jordan on earth, but a Jordan 1.
So those should be in rotation. You know, you beat them up, you should be able to get another one.
You should be able to get another
problem.
Jordan 1 now, but come on. We have homies that have never owned one. They've never been able to get one. Now, they could pay the resale price if they want to, but fam, at retail, come on. That's what I'm telling everybody. Like, it's not about the sneaker, like, itself. It's not about me. People are like, oh, I want to be able to go cop. Cool, you be able to cop, and then what? Sneaker content would be weird. Social media would be different. The internet would be... This podcast wouldn't exist. All these shows wouldn't exist. Sneaker battles. All this stuff wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the hype. So I appreciate the hype. Does it get on my nerves sometimes? Of course.
Hell yeah.
Like, of course it does. But, you know, it'll get better. Like, there are certain things that should sit and certain things that shouldn't sit.
Well, how do you draw that line, though? You know what I mean? That's the hard part is, you know, refilling the shelves with certain models versus letting the other models phase away.
Right. Now, like,
You know?
I'm specifically talking about a Jordan 1 OG colorways. Them is history. You know what I mean? I ain't saying Jordan 2s, Jordan 3 cements. Like, not yet, but they should eventually. Like, come on, man. Pickups. Anybody. We'll let... I'll ask George first. I know you got something open. I want to see it. George, you cop anything this week?
First thing I've been able to buy in forever. What did you bring last time? I got the blue ones. Pata.
Oh, you got the blue ones? I didn't know that.
Got 'em?
Yeah, you did.
What'd you get them on?
Sneakers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You be hitting on sneakers, bro.
Not in a while. I checked. It's been like 2 months.
Silent shooter.
This dude you be scooping them. I'm like, you got.
Last time I got something was like September 10th or something like that.
They you get them in hand yet?
They came today. That's why I thought that's what that was.
Oh, okay. Did
I mean, I was at work.
You got they in your size or mine?
My size.
And you keeping them, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What else you cop? That's it?
Absolutely. That's it. I don't think I tried for anything else. I think I put raffle in for...
I did Jordan 2 today.
I did that today, but there was another raffle
Off-white.
for
That's the only
Undefeated.
one I did.
Or
For the white ones or the blue ones?
I did it for the black one because the white one, they only had like 8 sizes. It was like 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Like they didn't have no 9.5.
Really?
There was no half size. At least I didn't see any half sizes.
In what?
On the white pair on the Undefeated raffle. It was only for whole sizes.
Oh.
So then I went to the black pair.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Black pair had 7 through 14, like half sizes and stuff. So I only did the black pair. I didn't even try for the white pair. I was actually surprised that it worked. Undefeated raffles just don't work no more.
They still give you like that time frame to
today.
enter it?
Yeah.
Or you got to go into the store and do it.
You got to do time. It's on the app thing.
Oh,
It
okay.
was spinning for a long time, and then it did it at some point. I closed it and went back to it and said I'm good.
Yeah, it worked. Today's worked easy.
Oh,
But it's the national one, so whenever they do the national one, you ain't winning.
I
The
copped.
local one's easy to win.
I copped these Los Angeles Cortezes that I already owned, but I had a size that didn't fit, and then they did a restock on Nike, so I copped them and returned them other ones. And then I copped these Nike slippers. Shout out to the homie Rick. He sent me this picture of these Nike slippers. They're not slides, like some slippers. And I was like, them is kind of fly. So I copped them. Don't know when they gonna get here.
So slippers you wore indoors.
Yeah, like some like you put your like a slipper.
Okay.
Like I was like, oh, these kind of fly. They got a hard bottom though, so I'm gonna check them out, see what they hit for when they come in. They $55, and then cop some shorts off some site, and bought a whip on Sunday. So my wife bought a whip. So she got a Lexus. So
You downplaying that? Oh, she got legs.
well, that's my wife whip, you know. So we went, you know, she works really hard and she, you know, earns. But man, I'm gonna tell you, buying whips is crazy. Now them joints is expensive.
Yeah.
You know, but she got Lexus hybrid, You know, it's beautiful. Like, it's a great car, and she works really hard, and she deserves it. So
that's dope, man.
it was, you know, I spent my Sunday there, but like, remember, you go to a dealership, it takes forever to get you in there. Man, it took about 30 minutes. Them cats was like this. Yes, they were just like going through it, but there's like no room for negotiations no more. It's like, here's the price. Yeah, they're like, this all we got. We got that color. You want it or not? Because if you don't buy it, someone else is gonna come in and buy it. Because they don't joke. The lot maybe had about 20 Lexuses and maybe like 15 of these other used cars, and they had like one that we came in to look at. But I'm gonna tell you, man, the prices are crazy. They throw $2,000 on top now because of the shortage. They were like, yeah, it's a shortage, so we throw a premium on. I'm like, that ain't our fault.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, that we didn't do that. So, but you know, shout out to, you know, I'm very
capitalism, B.
I'm very happy for her, you know, her getting a new car. You know, we don't buy a lot of cars and stuff like that. We let them joints die. Her car is done. She had a Cadillac SUV. It's done. It got there. You know, it made it to the promised land. So,
that's
you
dope,
know,
man.
but yeah, so other than that, that was it. Rome, what you cop? You been in a while. I know you got something open. What else you cop? You the LeBron guy. So I know you got the new LeBron.
Let me tell you this. No, I ain't got
none?
Not. I'm going to tell you this, though. June this year, when all of the LeBron, what is it, Space Jams dropped to 16 low. I mean, 18 lows.
Yeah.
Bro, I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and I copped a Sylvester and Tweety in June. They said 30 days. It's going to take 30 days for me to get them shoes.
30 days?
30 days. Bro, tell me why them shoes just magically appeared on my doorstep.
Wait, and this was in June?
June.
Wait a minute. So you on the website or you went inside the store?
No, on the website, that morning, right?
Yeah.
I checked out. I was like, great. I was like, I mean, I ain't going to get them to 30 days, so I ain't sweating. I'm not going to put them on feet soon. 30 days passed. We went into Foot Locker. My wife bought me some. I was like, because I don't know where mine's at. All of a sudden, they just showed up on my doorstep.
Wait, did you get your money back, though?
They never charged me.
Oh, huh? That's a blessing.
They never. I was like, okay.
That's just how it works. That be happening sometimes. Every once in a while, that happens. Huh?
That was the last shoe I got.
That's the last one you bought?
That was no. That was the last shoe that came to my house.
Oh, okay.
The last shoe that I bought was, I just got those pine green 3s.
Oh, okay.
I had to get them old school Eagle colorway.
Oh,
I had to get those. I had to get those, and then I got those Royalty 12s. I got early access to them, but then by the time it was time to get them, they sold out.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, this guy get everything.
So
early access is fake.
On Finish Line, I got the green 3s. I got the pine green 3s from Finish Line. The following week, they shot me over the 12s, but I waited too late and them shit sold out. You know, and
you copping? If you copped, don't you got?
I got the China 12s.
Oh yeah, the China ones are just like them. Oh, that's right. He didn't get you those.
They 3M though. I think they a little bit more.
You don't got any taxis?
No.
You sure? You probably do.
No, I ain't got no taxis, man. I ain't got no taxis or no black cement 3s.
I definitely don't got no black cement 3s. I've had them about 4 or 5 times.
So wait, you got your size in the green 3s or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying you got a 12, but you talking about Jordan 12.
You talking about the Jordan 12, that royalty one.
I'm gonna open this box.
Wait, so what do the 3s look like? Have you? Oh, you probably saw them at SneakerCon.
Yeah, I thought they were leather, but they're like nubuck, suede, something like that. They cool. Like, I ain't mad at them. Them joints is cool.
Can wear them with that shirt.
Yeah. You can pull it off.
Cross brands, according to sneakerheads, you can't cross brands,
Let me see your pen real quick.
According to sneakerheads, you just can't do it. You be seeing cats posting online like Adidas socks and yo, I can never do it. Man, y'all don't grow up. Getting sick and tired of sneakerheads. Sneakerheads are weird people. Look at this. We got the exclusive look.
Oh shit! Look at this box.
Yeah. Hefner said that the packaging is kind of tight.
Oh, look at this shit.
Oh, that joint is fire.
Yeah, he said they're like individually wrapped and they have like shoe bags too, like dust bags or whatever.
Hey, them joints is my size. Huh? Them joints is crazy. That box is fire.
Yeah, this box is dope as hell.
Then look at you, wish you cop now.
Man.
The wife asks you
She's
which
like,
one you want.
Like, no, go ahead, you get them.
Oh, I didn't know they were like ziplocked or whatever.
No.
Oh, shoot.
It's some bullshit.
Oh, no, it's like, yeah, you open it right here.
It's sealed.
No, it's not. It's a
Ziploc.
like a Ziploc bag.
Okay. It's like you don't know if it's toe up or not.
Those joints got freshness. Wait a minute, what colors are these? Oh, they black ones.
I mean,
they not the white ones.
StockX would have
Let me
to.
see.
And Goat would have to take them out. I imagine.
Yeah. Ooh. I like both colorways. So people like the white ones obviously better.
No, you don't.
Yes. What?
No, you don't.
You smoke it. Yeah. Them joints is fire. Let me see that. Ooh, look at that. Well, these joints is heavy.
That's what he said.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, these is. I like the box more than I like the shoes. I'm tell you the truth.
Yo, these laces, they black. I thought they was green. Yeah, I mean, the white ones are obviously better, but I'm not mad at the black ones. I like the black ones. The black ones, the issue with the black ones is like you really can't see how clear, the sole is or whatever. Dang, these joints is heavy. Oh, I got the 9.5 on the bottom. Dang.
The packaging on point though. I ain't gonna hold them. This
is some supreme leather though. Look at that, George.
Thought I was unboxing an electronic.
They got a new iPad, Fry's Electronic.
Fry's Electronic. Knockoff something.
These are not for me.
They low tops. I just don't understand why you don't like low top twos. I love low top twos. Low top highs, then I'm not built right for them. But low tops.
When was the last time they released
Travis
a low
Scott
top
skate
two?
shoes?
Low top 2 was that like black cement one. It was like black and had concrete. It was like an infrared black and concrete. That's the last one that I can remember of.
Was that a low though?
It was a low.
That was a low.
Oh wait,
that was a mid. I mean a high.
Maybe that was a high.
I think that was 2016, something like that.
You might as well get you some Travis Scott Etnies or whatever those.
So did they do
Oh wait, who? Oh nah, ASAP Rockies.
ASAP Rockies did. So did they do exclusive access for the white ones too, or just the black ones?
I just seen those.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
They might not have both pairs.
I would probably.
That's normally what Nike does. Like when there's a collab, Nike only gets one color and they give the brand two colors or whatever.
Would you put them in there? Them is like that punch color, huh?
Yeah, it ain't red. It's like, like that punch. These joints is cool to me. George tripping. These right up your alley. You like low tops? They cool. I mean, they premium. You could do something with your life with these.
You gotta put that. I'm sure the tag is on the other one. The big ass tag.
Them joints is crazy. Them joints is heavy too.
Oh, it's raw around the ankle collar.
I love that.
I do like that.
I love that. I love that about any sneaker that got that. The tongue and around the collar. That joint is fire.
There's a Jordan 1 Gore-Tex coming out.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen those.
Sneakers that make maroons or burgundies look
dope,
fire.
Yeah, of course. That's his job. Them joints is clean. What else you got? You got any new LeBrons yet?
You're going to want them now.
I need to know. So I was going to ask you if you had to bring them in. I want to see him in person.
Oh, no, they got the white pair on.
What is it, LeBron 18?
Wait, where's the... Oh, so the tag must be on the other one then.
See what?
I was going to wear something too.
I was like, man, I know Rome got some LeBron 18s. I want to see him in person.
I got 14 pairs of LeBron 18s, man.
Wait, what? Wait, what's the new model? 18 or 19?
19.
Oh, you got 19?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
What you waiting on?
I only want one colorway.
Which one is that? The orange one?
Space Jam, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Is
for
that
collectors.
Is that what collectors?
Yeah, I ain't gonna wear that basketball shoe, man.
Come on, you wear LeBrons.
I can't wear that one.
Why not?
I look like a damn cartoon with them shoes on my feet, bro. Big ass cartoon, man.
See, I remember you had posted on Twitter about collecting and stuff like that. See, that stuff is a trap. Nostalgia stuff is a trap.
It's. I put it to you like this. It's like you just got to know your means, man. You got to know when to stop. As long as you can control yourself, you should be straight. You know what I mean? But if you eating bologna sandwiches and noodles, but you got a room or a closet full of shoes, you hustling backwards. You know what I mean?
That ain't a bad meal.
Bologna sandwich is kinda
bologna
good.
sandwich,
But it gotta be all
bowl
beef,
of
though.
noodles on the side.
I'm eating bologna, but I got these in my closet as DS. But I'm eating me a bologna sandwich.
Now, if you eat bologna by choice and not by force, then you I
eat bologna by choice all the time. Well, not all the time.
I was
eat
talking to
bologna
somebody
by
today
choice.
about nostalgia, and I was like, fam, nostalgia is a trap, fam. You know why? Because, and I had to learn this myself, because if anybody that knows me in sneakers, I cop stuff
yeah,
just
you
to
do.
cop. It was like, oh, I had that, I cop. And then it's like, you start looking in your closet and stuff, and you like, I bought these because like, oh, I had these in 6th grade. And it's like, I'm almost 40 now. Like, what am I going to do with this now? Like, am I trying to go back to 6th grade? Like, I don't go back and look at it like, boy, 6th grade was awesome. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, I got to stop that stuff. Like, and I was telling the homie, I was like, that nostalgia stuff will hinder your life, Ron. You start being stuck in that. I got homies that still religiously watch Martin, okay?
Right.
Now, I watch Martin when I catch it,
Right.
but I ain't like, yo, I got to get to the house. Martin, come
I
on.
didn't even know it was still on TV.
It come on like MTV, BET, like, you know, reruns. I got homies that be like, yo, I get home at 10. Yo, Martin, come on. I'm like,
You can record it.
fam.
You can buy the
You watch
seasons
it on
now.
Netflix
Fam,
or
I
whatever.
bought the DVD.
But you know what? You've been collecting for so long. We've been collecting for so long that it's okay for you. It's okay. You've reached that sneaker nirvana where you can look at a shoe and be like,
Nirvana is
I
funny.
could have that, but I don't need
See,
it.
that's the thing. But
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You there.
that's a good point. Like, once you reach a certain point, then you can say, because it comes to the point to where, like, we talk about being all the time, like, you try not to be the OG all the time. Yo, I had those.
Yeah.
Yo, I had that. Yo, yeah, I had those. You know what I mean? You try not to be that. And then you try not to, like, you try to show some restraint. Like, for me personally, like, I've owned black cement 3s, no joke, about 4 times. And each time I put them on, these ain't for me. I sell them. I'm like, these ain't for me. Now I'm dying for a pair. Now I'm like, I need a pair of those type things. Now, those are a little bit different. Like, I could wear those still. Like, I could try to figure that out, you know, right now where I am in my life. But, like, those flights. So, like, what are those Flight 89s? What are those ones that just came out? Them white ones.
Oh, yeah.
Flight.
Not Flight 89, but yeah. I know
Whatever
what
they
you're
are.
talking
Them joints came out when I was in 4th grade. So you were probably, what, 6?
Yeah, but they still fire, though.
7? Them joints is fire.
But do you need them?
We have no business buying them joints. No, we don't. Those, what's White Man Can't Jump shoes? Air Commands?
No.
Fam, we got
Listen, no, that
business.
Don't compare those though. That's different. That's 2 different
Same
categories.
era.
No, that's not the point. They're 2 different categories of shoes. Wearing those was ridiculous for the time when you really think about it. Wearing those other Scottie Pippen one, you talking about that Flight, that's not ridiculous. That's just a basketball shoe. Wearing them pumps with them as tall as you, come on. Zach Morris's, fam, no. Come on.
Morris.
I mean, that's really what it was.
You go back and watch Say What a Bill, boy, Zach Morris had them Converse weapons on them.
Tucked in.
Gigantic.
Pants tucked into the shoes.
I was like, yo, how he get Kelly Kapowski? I was like, she ain't even checking his clothes, his
That's the era.
sneakers.
Hell no.
All you got to do is put a t-shirt and then like a flannel over it and tuck your skinny pants into gigantic Converse or pumps.
I legit feel that a lot of people, they mask, like, because I call it time.
And put gel in your hair.
Being a sneaker collector, there's some mental health behind it, and I stand by that. It's a legit problem sometimes. So, like, when you can't help yourself because you're like, yo, I remember I had those in 8th grade and you like 43 now, that's a problem. Like, if you can't say, man, that was cool, I had those, and let them go, but you got to cop because that's a problem to me.
I think so.
I'm talking about me.
So.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Like, for the record, y'all do whatever y'all want. I'm not talking about what you can and can't do. But I'm just saying, like, I know I would do that. I bought, 13, 14 pairs of them Filas because I had them in 8th grade, that model. Mind Blowers, love that model. I bought 13 out of 50. They only made 50 of them, and I bought 13 of them. So it's like, okay, now I got 13 pairs of Filas that I don't wear. You know what I mean? It's like, why'd I do that? Like, it was strictly for my, I felt good back then.
Right.
And it's like, well, I'm 40, almost 40 now. What am I doing? I push kids around and go to soccer and stuff, you know?
I think, man, you know what? Honestly, it's like, for me, it's I'm at a point in my collecting career to where it's like I don't need anything anymore. I don't need.
Yeah, but can you
anything.
stop though? I know we know you don't need, but can you stop?
I can.
No. Can you? Can
put it
you
like
say,
this.
I'm done with this?
Put it like, well, it depends, because if it's something that I don't have that I know I want, I'm gonna find a way to make it make sense for me to get it. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
that's what I'm talking about. That's called excuses. That's us.
But at the same time, this year I've sold 23 pairs of shoes, and I've bought
200.
40, not even 40, 36, right? So I've sold 23, bought 36. So in actuality,
Right.
I've only increased my collection by
Like a few pairs.
7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm at that point to where I've bought doubles in the past for this opportunity of today. Like I made $9,500 on 23 pairs of shoes. Gone.
What'd you sell? Huh?
A whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? But it's like I did that knowing 3-4 years ago that this would be an opportunity for me to get rid of them.
See, I can't do. I don't have that patience. I don't have that patience for that. No. If it ain't like this, I can't buy like pine green threes. Them ain't hard to get right now. But
Right.
look, 3 years from now, those joints might be about
Right.
$100 more. I ain't got patience for that. We could go probably buy a full size run of pine green threes now. They're sitting pretty much on every single site. Now, I personally be like, okay, cool. We bought 15 pairs of them.
Mm-hmm.
Them joints probably be up about $100, $150 by in the next year or the year following. I don't have the patience to.
But you got to look at it like this: like the shoes sitting in your closet will earn you more money sitting in your closet than your money being in your bank account.
Yeah, but see, I don't care about making money off sneakers. I don't. You know what
Well,
I mean?
that would be the only reason why you would buy so many pairs. You know, you ain't gonna wear them
I have
all.
to have them all.
Why you gotta have them all?
That's the problem for me. See, I had to have them all. I want them. They're mine. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, then that's a mental problem.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. I know that.
I thought you knew he was a wacko.
Don't listen to Rome. Rome owns everything and wears everything. I don't care what Rome say. Rome sold 23 pairs of like a 2,000.
I think the oldest shoe.
Thank you very much.
The oldest shoe I probably shit. I could pull this shit up now. You
That's
know
not
what I did
Mr.
get rid of?
Migos. He buys 2 of everything.
I got rid of my off-white 5s,
What color you have?
black ones.
Oh, you smoking them?
I would never wear them. They just sit in my closet. I lift the lid. Man, them shits gotta go.
Did you think they whack?
No, I just knew
okay.
I would never wear them.
Okay.
They're just taking up space for another pair of shoes that could take their place to one day sell for the same amount of money that I'm about to sell these for.
Them off-white 5.
So I let them go, and I was like, I sold them for $11.50.
Oh, yeah.
Gone. I was like, all right, you know what?
You got for
What's
retail?
next?
Got for retail?
Yeah, retail from the sneakers.
Everything for it's kind of got access to off-white 2s, off-white 5s. You get everything.
No, I wish.
You wish.
I wish. You know, I've taken a lot of L's in my days, man.
Yeah.
We've been doing this shit a long time.
We've been doing it a long time. Rome used to have
time.
command center at his house.
Bro,
doing
I had
all them.
4 monitors.
I remember.
I still use 3 phones, and at the end of the day, none of them shits work.
Yeah, right. He used 3 too. That's why both of y'all hit.
I found out you can't use the same fucking Wi-Fi, man. Like if my wife win, if she enters and I enter, we both ain't winning. Like, we've been doing it for so long, bro. I swear.
But
We both ain't winning.
Cats be having sneaker mythologies.
But if she sleep and I can get it, I win. I'm like, open the door. Hey, you sleep? Yeah, she sleep. All right.
Y'all be competing in
And
the
I win.
house.
But if she enter, I enter. Neither we both take it.
But y'all be in a separate rooms like, ooh.
Bro, I'm telling you,
did
there's some
enter?
type of.
I mean, there's of course some
algorithm or
algorithms. Of
something
course,
that
there's
say-
some stuff.
Yo,
but if I knew that, the wife ain't entering if I need them. Like, it ain't gonna be no battle in the house.
That's the problem because she's a sneakerhead, just like she got probably 200 pairs her damn self.
Yeah, but that's your fault. Huh?
No, it's her fault. She been a sneakerhead before she met me.
Oh, shoot. Boy.
You know, but now it's like a combined force to where I gotta.
force.
If I want something that she want, I gotta. Even if I go off for Wi-Fi and I try just the data, it's got to be something that they didn't figured out. Like, nah, bro, y'all trying to finesse us.
As much as you get off sneakers, you hit quite often on sneakers. That's a guarantee. I bet if you look at your sneakers, the last thing that you hit on is probably something pretty recent. Probably quite a few recent ones. That's what we're going to start doing. Having guests come on here and show what they last sneaker with.
But see, here's the thing, man. I got like 4 sneaker apps accounts.
Counts out of control. all your apps got different victories on them. Huh?
Yeah.
What come out this week, George?
Let's see.
Let me see your sneaker app wins.
Well, see, this is one of my unused ones because I entered this one in to try to win something new.
Look at you. You got everything.
Look at the last shoe. The last shoe on this one I won. Look at that was a dunk.
Oh,
down
okay.
for one of my
This one
buddy's
definitely
wives.
older.
Yeah.
Because he got Doran Becker's. You still got these? Them
Yeah, I still got
fire.
those. Both of those 13.
yeah.
Yeah, I got all them still.
Look at this.
That's old.
This is old app right here.
Yeah, this was super old.
What come out this week, fam?
Amy Leon Door, whatever, 993 pack.
I don't even know what that is. What's that? Basketball shoe? Nope.
No.
Look like brisket.
Them look like
Nope.
librarian shoes, bro.
Yeah, that's a whack model. What is that?
993.
993V something or no?
No, 993, New Balance.
Them whack. Librarian shoes.
You know, they gotta be walking around big ass library. They need something comfy.
He's doing the Dewey Decimal System
Dewey Decimal.
on
Big ass
them cards.
library.
Do they still do that in libraries? Like the numbers on the books?
Man,
I ain't been to a library in about 8 years.
they still exist.
Oh, they still do DVDs? What do libraries do?
I don't know, bro.
If you want me to read this list or what?
No, go ahead.
Every
I'm just
time
like
you
a
say it,
library.
they read
When the
the-
last
what
time you been
become-
to a library, George? Honestly, think about a library.
Yeah, City of Phoenix to do a presentation, but it probably was.
Was it to get a
before
book?
before the flood thing?
Oh no.
Oh,
They had that flood in the main library in Phoenix. But we used to do presentations at libraries all the time. We go to South Mountain Library, whatever else.
Bro,
Hey, do you
last
still-
time I've been to a library was at Margaret T. Ann's Park before the fighting started on Martin.
before Martin Luther King Day scraps at the park.
That was the last man. And I ain't been to the march in
I ain't been there much in about 15 years.
about 15 years.
About 15 years.
And that was the last time I was at an actual physical building called a library.
Called a library. All right, what come out?
Yes.
Blazer patchwork pack.
Nah, but the dunk is fire though.
I don't see
That
it.
came out last
I
week.
don't see it dunk.
It came out last week. That high. It's the woman's.
Jordan 13 low singles day.
Absolutely not.
I don't understand what that means. I thought that was for Valentine's Day. What is that? Yeah, but what does it mean?
Neither do I. I thought you would know.
I don't know what that means.
Do they glow in the dark?
It must glow in the dark or something. It must be an astrological thing or something. I don't know.
Are those female or are they?
It says men's.
think they're
Or, I mean, it
men's.
doesn't say anything, so I'm assuming it men's.
Those is whack.
Yes, they are. Just like all the other 13s.
No,
Nah, I don't do
no.
that. Don't do that.
Just
Yeah,
like
he's
all the
saying-
other
He
13s.
be disrespecting 13s though. He used to love 13s.
No.
Yeah,
that's
you
not
did.
true.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I've never owned a 13 to wear in my life. Never.
You've never owned a 13? No, never owned a 13.
Yes, I've owned and resold.
No. I mean like
13s.
own the wear.
No, I've
because I know
never-
for a fact I've owned Jordan 1 through 20 own the wear. I've owned them all. Never.
No.
What's
14 was the last one I bought when they were coming out. Until then, I got back like in 2010 when I bought Flints and
So
resold.
you've
Flints.
had probably 1 through 11? 1 through 12?
I don't think I ever bought a 2, and I didn't get a 1 until later on. Like in '85, I didn't get a 1. The first real Jordan I had was 3 as a kid, then 4. I'm assuming I owned a 5,
You
but
owned
I
a
can't
5.
remember.
You had to.
I don't know
It was
if
a
I
requirement.
owned a 6. Owned 7s, definitely.
Owned 8s.
Nope, never had an 8.
Never.
Nope.
9. You had a 9.
Didn't have
No,
a
don't do
9.
that. You had a 9.
Dead serious. I never had 8 or 9.
A 10?
10s, I had 10s.
Yeah, Concords?
Is all this by
Oh,
choice? This by choice? You ain't never had these numbers?
I mean, the original releases, like, it's hard for me to remember if it was just like I didn't like it and I didn't ask my mom for it, or. But recently, like retros, yeah, none of those numbers I don't like. 2s I don't like, which is another reason I don't like
Nines
that
hard to
shoe.
put on shit. Like,
I don't.
Jordan 1 is impossible to hate because it's like the most simple shoe of all time. Like, I can understand not wanting one, but to say like I hate that shoe, like, man, you just hate the most basic shit of all time. Like, how is that possible?
right.
So Jordan 1, basic shoe. Jordan 2, I don't like highs, mids, lows, whatever they are. I don't like any of them. I like the outsole. The outsole is cool how that is designed, but Jordan 3s everyone likes. Obviously, Jordan 4s is my favorite shoe of all time. 5s is an iconic shoe, but not. It wasn't like up my alley. Pause.
So,
But I definitely have owned 5s as an adult. I don't know if I owned 5s as a kid. Like that part's foggy for me. If I had, because 3s and 4s I remember because of my connection to the shoe when I was a kid. Like asking my mom to get me these Jordans. But after that,
Nostalgia.
I don't remember anything until 10s, and then everyone had 11s. I had
5 weather about to come up. Fives you only wear in the winter and the
Five
fall.
weather.
Five, it's Jordan boots. Them Jordan boots, bro.
Not the
Basketball
off-white
boots.
ones, though.
Them off-white ones is the top 35 of all time.
And
It's
then-
not even a
They
question.
dope, man. But they better off when you got the money for them.
I had playoff 12s. I don't think I ever owned original taxis, but I had playoff 12s.
You have flu games.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I had playoff 12s. I had.
Didn't they just re-release the flu games? What was that? 2017?
He would know. That's his
2016?
favorite shoe.
Favorite is stretch.
Matches with that hat.
Okay.
I love calling stuff out when it matches with what you're wearing. Oh, that's a new shtick on the show. Actually, it's a 300 episode shtick.
I don't even match.
It's a red and white hat and black. What are you talking
This
about?
is navy blue. This is Boston.
Navy blue. I understand it's Boston. It's still okay.
It's navy
Well, it
blue.
looks black.
Yeah, you know.
13s. I don't think I ever owned a 13. I mean, I know I'd never owned a 13 as an adult except to resell. I'm pretty sure I never owned a 13 in high school, and I owned Carolina low 14s, the original home, whatever colorway
Black toe.
14s, just white, white and black toe, whatever. I owned those originally. I owned
Last
Carolina
shots.
lows. I don't know if I ever owned last shots
I was there,
in like
you had
high
them.
school or whatever.
You
I bought them last when they came out, but then I returned them.
What about the Laney 14s?
The low,
I
the
didn't-
blue ones. You had those.
No. I had Carolinas, the original colorway, and that might have been the only ones I had when I was in high school.
Dang.
Or whatever age I would have been at. And
I don't know if
even
you're
high
OG
school, I
anymore,
guess.
though. You're missing a lot of key
Just
OG.
because I didn't have every single Jordan when I didn't have my own job.
By choice, huh?
You're missing a lot of key OGs.
I mean, I'm sure I asked for a lot of that stuff. My mom was probably like,
She said, huh, we just bought a Bentley.
yeah, you swear I grew up in Bel Air.
You grew up in the finest.
Yeah, okay.
Man.
What else you got?
Jeremy Scott Bear Camo Slides. You
Come
copying?
on, man. Keep going.
It might. I mean,
How can you even? Them is strictly for girls if they want to wear that bear on a slide.
you can put the picture on the screen.
Fam, that bear head is ridiculous.
You said Jeremy Scott was back.
Don't do
though,
that.
A while back. so-
Jeremy Scott is back,
Well,
but ain't nobody buying a bear head slide.
someone is.
Yeah, women. I bet not ever see a grown man wearing a bare head on a slide.
Someone is.
Now
I
you
bet
want to buy the sneaker,
Fam,
you
I
do what
bet
you got to do.
I bet you was a shooter in
You take him
Chicago somewhere
serious?
wearing those. Just because
Yeah, and I
he
ain't gonna say
knows.
nothing to him. A shooter in Chicago.
Just
wearing
because
them,
he
I ain't
knows.
saying
Just
him.
because he knows, ain't nobody gonna say
Of
nothing.
course. That's-
Shooter from Chicago in Arizona.
No,
it's
no,
not him
in
either.
Chicago.
The fam, he could be here. I don't care where he at. I know what shooters
that's
are.
fine, but
I ain't saying nothing.
I'm just saying, someone in Chicago probably owns them.
Fam, I'll tell them they fired.
Yeah, I bet you
I'll
would.
be like, yo, you see, you have 9.5 left?
They either don't have it all. They either don't have it all. Or you can't take them serious.
They don't got
I
it.
can't.
all.
You either like a piece of fish short from a 2-piece fish
Hey, listen,
Or-
these suck, but don't tell me somebody
bro.
will wear them.
Piece of fish short of a 2-piece.
Listen,
That's a pile of shit on
they
that slide,
suck,
bro.
but we all know somebody who will wear those.
Yes, I
Stop
know.
going off alerts.
Some girls I know, like girls I know.
No, we know some males
Yes,
who will wear those.
Sweetie,
Sweetie.
and
Fam, I seen her
City
performing
girls.
at like Jersey Shore for an audience of like 7. There was something wrong with her. No?
I don't know nothing about. I don't know her music whatsoever. Is she in a group?
They suck, all of them. So.
Off-white Jordan 2 white. This says white
Woo!
pair, but
Both
I'm
come out.
assuming that. Well, okay. So yeah.
I need a pair, okay? White or black, I don't care. I need a pair. Now, I will tell you, $250 retail is high.
Yeah.
All right, for a Jordan 2 low. If it would have been a high at $250, I probably would have understood it. Because how much were Don C's? Like $350? Now it came with a jacket, a hat, autograph.
They were different prices because the blue one, the blue first one just came out by itself, and I think was like $250.
bro.
The next tan one came in a box packed. You seen the box?
It
I
had a
got
hat.
it.
Yeah, it was bigger than your car.
$650.
You had to strap it on the roof to go sell it. That box was huge. That thing came in. It came in with a
It was
hat,
like $650 or
a
something.
leather jacket or something, right? It had a Jordan jacket and a hat, I think, with the beach pair. Did the pink ones come in anything? The blush, whatever that. Remember
I
that
know which
pink
one
one?
you're talking about, yeah.
Those three are like the greatest Jordan 2s of all time.
Oh, I forgot the pink one came out.
There's 3 of them.
I think that one came out by itself though.
These off-white 2s.
Coral or whatever.
Whatever it was. These off-white 2s, those 3 Don C's, and the OG black white lows and the blue white lows. Them the greatest Jordan 2s of all time. No.
Okay.
And
What
Ben
about the
5.
Fire Reds?
Ben's, yeah, Fire Reds, of course. I'm talking about them. Ben 5s was alright, but it was dark brown back then. People try to act like they liked them. That dark brown, it was chocolate. Whole monochrome. That might have been the first monochrome sneaker. It was all chocolate.
All right.
Think about it, all
relax.
chocolate. Come on.
You relax. Women's Dunk Low, Archeo Pink, Archeo.
I don't know, man. I don't even try for dunks anymore. So
I don't know. I didn't even know this was coming out. I don't think it's on Sneakers app, so it might
it's
be
red, huh?
It might be on.
Swipe left.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm gonna laugh anyways.
The next one.
I'm gonna laugh anyways. You got any dunks?
I know what the terminology means. I don't know which way is which, right or left. I don't know which way it means good and which way means bad because I've been married and together forever. I don't know how them apps work.
I just see them on TV shows.
Like you could have said the opposite of like
Swipe left.
yeah, and I would have had no idea. Swipe up. All right.
Swipe up.
Concepts 992 low hanging fruit.
I'm not mad at it, but it's too much money though.
What they want for?
$249. It's a look.
Because it's a collab.
Yeah,
No way, bro.
I thought it was fire because I thought
The
maybe
other pictures look
150.
better than this one.
It
Like
do.
the one on foot looked better.
Concepts. I don't know who was it that said it. Somebody said Concepts is on the clock. Dude. Concepts is
Nah.
Concepts is on the clock.
They
with
can't
their
be because
collaborations.
they can't be
Oh
because
no. They're the greatest
iconic.
collaborators of all time.
Well, we don't know about that, but
Oh yes, they are.
got some pretty
Don't
good
do
ones.
that's
that.
a high bar.
They got some pretty good ones.
Concepts has
Kith,
the
I mean, there's Kith, there's Ronnie Fieg,
Number
there's
two.
like no.
Concept
I mean,
is one.
there's a lot of them.
Kith is 2. Number
Okay,
3 is
relax. We don't know who the numbers are. Packers up there. We don't know who's who and who. Yeah,
Packer.
exactly.
I don't know about that. Packer did a lot of Reeboks.
Yeah.
Didn't Packer have your
I gotta
number one
think.
shoe of all time?
What is that? No, Concepts did. Kennedy's. Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that. You man, boy, OG Carter's. I'm about to swipe it, then we gonna leave out to swipe it. You forgetting a lot of
That happened
stuff.
like
dude.
5 years ago.
You becoming a real OG.
card.
You
No,
can't
I'm
remember
an
nothing.
old man. Yeah.
Concept has some nice stuff though, man.
Concept has some of the greatest stuff ever.
Yeah, that's why they can't be on the clock. Your favorite shoe of all time, Yeezy Knit Runner Boot Sulfur. It's Greg's favorite shoe of all time. I can't even call it a shoe.
I ain't mad.
What
at
is that?
Exactly. Exactly.
I swear they look like hunting boots. You go stand in the swamp and you fishing for crawfish or
Look.
something, man.
I ain't mad at him. No, I ain't copping. I'm not tall enough to wear those. Man, I saw somebody at ComplexCon wearing that new boot. He would look shorter than me, and the boot was 47% of his body.
Those are for
I was like, exactly why I don't buy
fighting
stuff
alligators.
like that.
Those are for like that. What's that show with them dude with them beards?
Yeah,
Cats that be Swamp Thing. What's that show?
Duck Hunters.
Yeah.
Duck Kingdom. Whatever they
Yeah,
call.
that's for them.
Oh, Dog the Bounty Hunter. Dude, that boot. See, the reason why I got a problem with that boot is
is
it's
it
like.
waterproof?
See, that's the thing.
Is it
If that
steel toe?
boot, you can legit hike, you can fight, it's waterproof, snowproof, all that, then I'm okay with it. That price is way too high for something.
And what is it? What's the price for it?
I think it's $250, $350, something like that.
Let's see.
It's high.
So it's a snow boot.
It's not even on here.
It's a rock climbing boot.
It's an all-terrain.
Yeah, it's literally like a all-terrain
I know
tire.
for a fact you could kick the shit out of a soccer ball with that. You know? I would. And a person.
But you
They
could-
got a built-in ankle brace. Look.
That's what you need when you climbing mountains.
and check your blood pressure with that damn no, blood pressure cup.
When you- Checking at your ankle.
Royalty 12s.
You gotta put white laces. First of all, if I see anybody with
Well,
taxi
yeah,
looking
the black
shoes with
laces
black
is
laces,
trash.
you lost your mind.
Too much contrast.
White laces need to go in taxi looking sneakers. Period.
Air Flight Light Mid is what you were thinking of earlier.
That
and
Pippen
that
one,
shoe
whatever.
is fire.
Oh no, 100% fire. But I can't be buying stuff like that because I had that in 4th grade. B.
It looks like that's it.
You gotta buy that type of stuff. You know what? Things that make you feel nostalgia, you buy for like your kids, your nephews, your cousins. You buy for
Oh, they
them.
tear it up.
Yeah, but they gotta tear it up. I feel bad. My son, Oscar, And shout out to my son Oscar. He got a real estate license and he's doing really good. I'm very, very proud of him. I'm very proud of him. I know I don't tell him that often, but like he's a grown man now. It just feels weird. But he bought Cortez. Cortez is 8. He bought him some Jordan 1 mids, you know, some blue ones. He won't wear them. He's like, I can't crease them. I'm like, where you get this from, man? Like
you got that from you.
Yeah, but I hate it because I'm like, no, you gotta wear these, man, because you're gonna not wear them and they get too little.
Kids be talking about that stuff at school.
The kids know about a lot of things. They don't know like we're talking about like Nicole at work, her son. Like he's into Supreme and all that stuff, but he don't know nothing about it. They just.
How old is he? Is he
14?
Oh, okay.
But like they don't know nothing about it. I coach the soccer team and I wear a Supreme backpack to carry all my stuff in. This kid told his mom, "Oh my God, coach got a Supreme backpack," and I'm like, Dad, you don't know what this is. Like you don't know how difficult it is to get this stuff. Like, you know. But anyway, shout out to the young buckers. Anything else, George?
That's it for the
nothing
releases.
Astro World, fam.
Oh,
That's
you got to
crazy.
talk about it first, Matt, because
About what?
About what happened, because like somebody sent that link for that 9-year-old or whatever, and you just said Cortez is what, 8? I thought Cortez was 10 for some reason.
Nah,
but you
he's
just,
about to be 9.
so you got to comment on it
He got
because
moved up in soccer. He's having a hard time, boy. Them 10-year-olds is whooping him up.
Oh, they ain't gonna do it but make him better.
Well, they moved him up 'cause he's killing everybody. They moved him to 10 years old.
Oh, so he's like in limbo right now.
Boy,
because I have no idea what a 9-year-old was doing there in the first place.
well, there was a 5-year-old there too. Like so.
we know there's tons of irresponsible parents out there. So the fact the 5-year-old, I went to the post office the other night at 11:30. I shouldn't even been there. There was a toddler in the parking lot of the post office
Running around
What are
and
you
shit, huh?
What are you doing, huh?
Tyrese,
I mean, the dad was there, but like, what are you doing at the post office at 11:30? It was like a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old.
Fam,
I
that's
shouldn't even have been
everywhere,
there.
though.
Pushing weight, man.
No, I understand. Yeah, that's like that Dave Chappelle joke.
I was
Hey,
about to
baby.
say that. Oh, baby on the corner. Look at that baby.
It ain't really a baby. That's a grown ass.
Look, Astro World thing. So obviously everybody's been talking about it. Everybody's seen the situation. It's a yearly thing, right? Astro World concert thing. I think it's a yearly thing. Over 50,000 plus people there. 8 people died. Rest in peace to those people. I think over 100 injured. And then I saw today a 9-year-old got trampled there. Internal organs. He's like in an induced coma. Like he's like, they said he got heart damage. He got stepped on like so crazy.
Can you imagine being the person that stepped on somebody and like how you feeling at home?
You know what?
Like how you should be.
So how
like
you
a piece
feel
of
about
shit.
it? How you feel about that situation?
Like honestly, I can't fault the artist because he wasn't responsible for the venue and the security and the setup of the venue. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's his producers or the road or whoever picks the venue and hires the people to separate for security purposes and whatnot. They failed. You know what I mean? They failed because I'm pretty sure this ain't the first time where they went somewhere and there's a lot of people and they needed to control the crowd and you set it up the right way.
So like, you know, like Rolling Loud and Live Nation and all that. Have y'all ever heard of anybody dying at those? This is the first time I've ever like seen this public, and those crowds be out of control too.
Right.
I've never been to anything like that, but Live Nation does one. Like,
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if one person here died, one person there died from drug overdose or
Like exerting themselves.
yeah,
just
like
not
heat
drinking and whatnot.
exhaustion or something. But
Yeah, but, like-
that's different.
well, it's just
trample.
still notable type thing. Like people die from just being suffocated.
No, if you
from
got
crowds
a million
here.
people there and one person dies and no one else goes to the hospital, I don't think that's it matters. I'm not
Right.
saying it doesn't matter, but I don't think it's a national story. But you got a million people there and 8 die, including kids, and then like how many went to the hospital? 15, 20, something like that?
They said
And-
over 100 injured. I don't know how many went to
Oh,
the hospital.
well, there you go. And
So-
people talking about got pricked in the neck with fentanyl or something.
What?
Yeah, so like they did confirm
Security
that
guard.
somebody was walking around poking people with a needle in the crowd. You know, honestly, you could sue everybody if you want to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's really hard to say where they place that blame. I seen people suing Drake because he was on stage, and I was like, nah. I'm like, okay. Like, I was on social media, like following all these lawyers on IG Live. Yep. So I've been notified already. We're getting to work. We're putting the paperwork in. If you was there, give me a call. Like these real like lawyers, and I'm like, okay. I seen Drake being sued. Look, to me, overall, you could really prove no fault in a lot of this if you really wanted to me.
As an artist?
As an artist. Travis, he has no fault in this to me whatsoever. To me, if I was really thought about it, I feel like it's the city of Houston's fault. Like, that's a gigantic Houston property. You have to pass a bunch of certain type of regulations and make things pass before you can say this venue for this type of event is a good to go. It's not like hey, we're having it here, walk in. Houston has to come through and say, all right, cool, these you got bathrooms, enough bathrooms, check. You got enough this, check. You got enough this, check. Having the amounts is one thing, but like going through the protocols for like actual emergency type situations. Right. If this says, hey, this venue is going to hold 50,000 plus people, you're by law required to have over 200 restrooms. Okay, that's cool.
Fault right there.
You got to go check every restroom, make sure they work.
That's what I said yesterday.
Yeah, you got to go check those work. If you say, hey, we're going to have over 700 security, there was over 1,000 in security and police officers total in there, over 1,000, I think. And you got to say, hey, boom, someone dies over here. What's the protocol? Where the ambulance come in? Where the stuff comes in? You got to practice that stuff. To me, that to me is a city of Houston issue, not a venue thing. I'm gonna tell you something. When you think of like security for like these type of events, you know what they do? They go hire the big angry homeboys down the street. Yeah, everyone's out this weekend. 2 days. They don't hire a trained person who knows how to deal with certain situations, with crowd situations, know how to spread a thing out. We've been to the clubs and stuff. You know, you go to the club and they got the big angry homie who used to be in the hood. He going to just beat up everybody versus try to regulate it, people out. They just start dragging people, beating everybody up. To me, city of Houston bears the biggest responsibility. Now, I'm sorry, if you're going to sue, the biggest responsibility to me is just human beings. Like, I can't believe as people it's gotten that bad. Like, you're talking about pure evil. If you walk around poking needle, people with a needle.
The devil he was alive and well.
Fam. Man. Now, we've seen people bust down barricades for sneakers. All right. Now that ain't no Rolling Loud crowd or whatever this is, actual world crowd. So busting down a fence ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Now trampling over people just legit don't care. Like if you're trying to go get that merch or if you're trying to go get close to the stage, you're trying to get something, you just don't care about that. There's no decency anymore for humans. If I see somebody pass out on the ground, I feel like everybody as a human should just make a way. Like, yo, everybody get away, get some air, get some space. It used to happen that way. Like you would see that type of stuff. I've been to like parties and clubs and concerts where like something crazy happened. It was like, yo, make room. And you trying to get the people to come over here. Like you trying to, it wasn't like people keep going. They had an ambulance going out or a golf cart with a body on it. The person's they were dancing on the roof of that joint. It's like, yo, what is up with y'all? I got a serious problem with that. Now, people were saying security need to do a better job. How do you get a needle in there? I don't want to give away secrets on nonsense. But look, up the street, whatever that park is on Indian School, whatever, they do the pride, like for the gay pride stuff, they do that every year. That park is an open park. You can go dig up the dirt and bury your gun in the park in a Ziploc bag. When you go into the venue, you go in there and dig your gun up out the ground. You go put your drugs in a bush. You bury it in a bush. You can't get, you go through the door, check I got nothing on me. You get into the park for your party, you go to that bush, you dig up that dirt, your drugs is in there. That's how people do things like that.
Actual criminal.
Well, I'm passing on advice of people how they do this stuff. Mm-hmm. You can't check that stuff. If that place
you going to prison now.
No. This is advice and help for people. Astral World, that ground is just public ground. You can literally just walk down the street, get on there in the ground, you're on the grass. It's a park. The Astral World concert isn't the only event that happens there. You want to get a needle in there, dig up the ground. People do that with alcohol. You go put your alcohol in there, put it in the ground, bury it. Once you get in the park, find your little thing, dig up your alcohol, you good. You put that joint there for a week, 2 weeks from now. Go back, make a little map where you put that X marks the spot, go get your alcohol. So you can't regulate stuff.
Unless you put it somewhere where you don't have access to later, like if it's in security area or behind stage.
Yeah, I mean, like, yes. I mean, you bear that risk of like, you bury it and they put a tent on top of it, a police center or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, there are ways to do that stuff. I can't sit here and say, it's like when police, they're like, yo, why is crime so bad? Fam, I can't stop nobody from doing crazy stuff, fam. Like,
they're humans, man.
I'm sorry he went down the street and punched him in the face. Like, I wasn't there. Like, you can't do things like that. Like, you have to understand, like, the times are different. Honestly,
humans suck, bro.
they do. It's
humans
scary.
Suck, man. Humanity is like, it's humanity is switched to puppies. You know what I mean? You care more for a dog than you do a human nowadays.
Yes.
You know what I mean? For me to, as big as I am, and I'm at this concert, and they get to trampling, and I step on somebody, come on, I'm not gonna just keep moving. You know what I mean?
Fam.
I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah, but you stop and check, you might get ran over now.
no, I'm knocking somebody out. I'm man, woman, child, grandma, anybody. Dude.
There are certain situations where, like I said, the human
It
element
sucks,
was lost
man.
there.
It really does. That it's sad. When I first heard the story, I thought it was a shooting at first. I was like, 8 people died at a concert. Blah, blah. I was like, man, who didn't shot up these people? And then as I actually heard the story, I was like, trampled.
Yeah.
Like, what in the hell? How the hell did this even happen? And where did it happen at? Somebody failed, you know?
Yeah.
And you just, you stated that the lawyers are going to go for the biggest fish.
Oh, of course.
So the biggest fish is the state or the city.
Right.
That's the biggest fish because they can shoot for the artist. The artist was on stage. They weren't in the crowd, right?
Right.
They can shoot for the venue. You know what I mean? They can shoot for the security or the companies that put it together. But they got to go for that big fish, and the big fish is going to be the city.
And you got to think
know what
about
I mean?
how many people going to sue. It
gonna
ain't
be a
just going to be
class
the ones
action.
that die, boy. It's going to be the ones that are like,
gonna be a class
people are like,
action
I'm
lawsuit.
traumatized. They suing like from trauma. People was talking about the screaming, the breathing. They couldn't breathe. They were suffocating. You pressed chest on your back. People were being forced on top of it because you just couldn't breathe. And they was just
Right.
like, it's nuts. The air was thick. I'm like, come on, man. Now, parents of a 9-year-old in there, I'm assuming on a Travis Scott ticket, it says 16 and up at the very least. I would assume that. I don't know. I ain't been to a concert in a while, but I remember like concert tickets will say 18 and up, stuff like that, especially like a Snoop, cat
on the
smoking
artist,
weed, like it would be stuff like that. I'm talking a while ago, you know what I mean? Like I remember stuff would say like, this is a 18 and up event. Like, I don't think 9-year-olds are permitted. That video, that 5-year-old on the shoulders and they dancing in the Travis Scott thing, and I'm like, fam. Nah.
They different, man.
They
Kids is
different.
different. Kids is different these days, man. Advanced like
parents
mud.
are different.
Of course.
I would definitely, obviously they're going to sue everybody. Your biggest bet is to just sue everybody for like $100 million and see what happens. I'd sue, you sue Drake, you sue Travis, you sue Kylie, you sue every single person you can. And some will tell you no, some will say, look, we'll give you 2, some will say, give you 2. You're going to get something, you know what I mean? I feel bad.
He paid for all the funerals.
He paid for all their funerals, so shout out to him for that. Then that's, a good thing. I don't want to say that's the least you can do, but like, that's the least you can do. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a wild event. And I do hate the fact that they bring up old Travis events, like of him, like, yo, everybody, going crazy. Because to me, I am a promoter of, like, growth. Like, that's young Travis. I don't know if he's like that anymore. I don't go to his stuff.
Right.
Like, I listen to his music every once in a while, but like, I don't go to concerts. Like, I'm too old for that. I ain't got time for all that. I don't go to concerts inside of a building. I went to a John Legend concert. That was my first time going to a concert in about 10 years. And I was nervous. Like, oh my God, am I still cool? Like, I'm like, oh man, me and the wife walked up to the line. I'm like, oh my God, like, I ain't been to a concert in so long. I'm like, man, the average age of that concert was like 49. We was the young ones in there.
Damn.
Yeah, these old cats was in there like, yes, John. I was like, ew. These ladies behind us was like, just sing it, John. I was like, ew. So at a Travis concert, average age is probably what, 17? Like, come on. Like, it is some young cats in there. And look, like I said, man, I hate that situation for her. I don't blame Travis. Nike took down. That Astro World stuff was all over the Nike app. Well, that's the it got snatched quick. They took Travis off Fortnite. They took him off something else, And now, look, he'll be back on that stuff in, a couple months. That's just how it is. He's too much. He's too big of something to do. So I understand trying to do the right thing. People were like, yo, it's Nike's fault. Look what sneaker culture did. Fam, sneakerheads think sneaker culture affects every aspect of life.
They be on that.
It's just dumb. They're like, yo,
man.
Nike got to be responsible for this too. I'm like, y'all really think Nike did this? Y'all think Nike made Travis that big? No. Brought a little bit of new fans. Travis is in Fortnite. That is literally ages 3 pickup controller to adults play that.
Yeah.
You got his music, you got his clothes, you got his merch, you got his sneakers. He has all things covered. Like, so don't do that.
It's a brand. It's his brand.
Yeah, they like, Nike needs to put a statement out. I'm like, shoot, there wasn't no Nike event. If I was Nike, I'd be like, we had nothing to do with it. All right. They had some separate events like the basketball game and baseball stuff. They had
So that
stuff.
thing was completely unrelated to like shoe releases and stuff.
No, it was nothing to
Just
do
a
with sneakers.
concert.
It was just a concert.
Just music.
Anything, George? Nothing?
I mean, I said the same thing that Mito said the other day. Like, the fire marshal is the one who needs to answer for it. But also at the same time, I'm going to admit that I don't know enough to start blaming Travis or whoever. Like,
Right.
I don't know what conversations they had behind closed doors about the capacity, or I don't know if the like.
Well, it did come out today that they told him like, "Yo, this is going to be way too dangerous." So.
But I mean, but also, listen, you go down the line, the venue, maybe well, you said it's in a park, so I don't know, maybe it's like a public park, but like someone has control of the venue, someone has control of the gate, and I don't mean like the physical gate, I mean like when you say gate or ticket office or whatever, and there's an event. Some kind of company is involved in deciding who gets to go in and who doesn't get to go in, and at some point you got the clicker like, oh, that's like 500,000 or that's 200,000 or whatever. Like, at some point there has, and the fire marshal for an event like that, I would imagine, would be on site. Like, you would, like, that would be an event that you were committed to be there.
They said it was over 500 officers in there and over 700 private security. Something like
I mean, I get that, but they ain't there for that.
Of course not.
They're there to make sure
they
you know,
make sure
guns and drugs or whatever else.
Killed.
Yeah. Well,
but even with that,
I don't know if they're worried about other people. They're worried about themselves. They're looking for an excuse to like body slam someone or shoot.
They got a bunch of overtime, you know, just riding around them horses. But
there's also those ones too that just want to get
100%. You know, they was heated when stuff started going down. They're like, oh my God,
I gotta do something.
I
gotta work.
Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of responsibility to go around, and like anyone blaming one person is misguided. A failure like that is not at the hands of one individual or one company or whatever.
They were like, yo, Travis is on stage like while he's passed out. I mean, Travis can't tell what's happening on there.
It's a mosh pit or something.
Fam, it's a sea of humans. He probably has something to drink. He hot sweating on stage.
The other thing about it is like people don't realize that recording artists or whatever, when they're on stage, they also have a monitor. They have like the earpiece so they can hear what their own show sounds like. Like, I've been to a lot of like smaller shows, and they'll tell whoever's in control of the electronics, like, turn the mic up or turn the bass up or turn whatever, so I can hear it. And you know, Travis, in a show like that, Travis has an earpiece in. He don't know what's going on out there.
Know what's happening out
it's
there.
Dark. Number one, it was nighttime, right? The video I seen was pitch black.
It was pitch black.
So it was nighttime. He has the earpiece in. He's performing. Now, that's the only video I saw. I don't know if there's some other video where he like pointed at someone and was like, like, I didn't see a video like that. So if somebody knows that,
but see, you know what? I put that on the responsibility of the crowd as well, because like, you know what? If people are on the ground dead and like passed out, you open it up. You open it up, and then maybe Travis can see that, like, yo, get some help over there. Yeah, they were on top of each other. Nobody like
human behavior in general.
And now I will say it was a little sad to see people like jump on stage shaking, like, cameraman, like, stop the show. Like, they're telling like people there, and the camera's like, man, I gotta get out of here. I get out of here.
I see. I didn't
see that is a little heartbreaking. Like, dang, like cats, people like this girl and this guy, like, someone's dead. They're like, stop the show. They're yelling and they're like shaking the camera. And the cameraman's like, man, look, man, I got nothing for you. The cameraman's still doing his thing, like. You know, somebody was like, dang, somebody should have just went and hit the breaker box. Just pressed the breaker. I'm like,
that would have been more chaos. Right?
Yeah, because you know what you got to take in consideration.
Wait, so have they even said what the 8 people who died, they were all got pressed up against the gate or something? Or?
I trampled, suffocation, needle stuff, possibly. I haven't gotten a confirm with the needle.
Security guard survived, though. I know that.
Yeah, he got poked with a needle, and a few other people did. Now, I don't know if those are part of the dead or injured. I don't know. So, but you know, that's just the type of things that like I'm talking about. You know, and like I said, Travis can't control that. No, there is no.
I don't think anyone. Yeah,
there is no means of security or police or power to stop anything of that magnitude. You either now, if you're gonna have these events, they can't exceed 10,000, 20,000. Yeah. They can't exceed that. I don't care how big the outside venue is. That thing said it was over 50,000 plus. Somebody said it had to be over 100,000.
All standing.
You cannot control that. No, you just can't. Like, and now let's say
to me, it's one of those things where it's like you cannot with a 100% certainty say he is at fault, and you can't say with 100% certainty he's not at fault. We don't know. I mean, he could be. Everyone is. Like I said yesterday, like my initial thought is the fire marshal should be in control of the whole thing. Like, you have the gate. You need to be in contact with the people running the gate to know how many people are coming in.
Because somebody's made a good point.
Starts.
Shout out to the homie Mike. Mike had made the good point. He said, clearly they not like, scanning your tickets. Like, it seemed like it was just a free for all. It said, like, if it got to that point.
So if someone broke an outdoor gate down and like everybody ran in, then it's different. Okay, so
that's what happened eventually. Yeah, so like, you didn't watch that video?
No, I ain't.
I heard about gates getting smashed, but I didn't know if it was interior gates or like people that didn't have tickets getting in.
Dude, that gate went down, and like seeing people getting actually stepped on. I see people like trying to pull their friends out from under piles, like trying to pull them out.
This is the exterior gate, like to not let people in.
Yeah, this is like they were lined up the night before for this.
Yeah, because people want to be in front of the stage.
And then they just pull, and then the police come busting through with the horses, like making them go back. But people had already busted through and went through.
So it was general admission. Like, you pay one fee and it's wherever you at.
That's what it is too. I don't think it's like you pay one fee, and if you get there early, hey, you can get to the front of the stage. So that's what you get there late, you get to the back of the stage.
So whoever decided that probably has some fault in it as well. Because why do that? Just charge a VIP, and you get to be in front of the stage if you VIP.
Well, there was VIP too. So, but VIP was like in the back.
Bozo stuff.
I don't know.
It sounds like like a circle jerk, 100%.
It would.
Everybody.
And they also, you know what? You know what?
You ain't never heard that before? Everybody involved jerking each other. Circle jerk.
No, I will say this though. They need to break those groups up into pods. Like, if you can't drive an ambulance or a golf cart through just to check stuff, it needs to be like large section here, like a sidewalk, large section here. Just one gigantic sea, and someone passes out there. What you supposed to do with that? Like,
they failed, bro.
It's a failure.
That's why I say it's a lot of responsibility on it.
Now, do I know it'll definitely have an effect on future?
Oh, for sure.
Festivals in general, not just his, like festivals in general.
Yeah,
like
Fire Fest too.
That's like a weekend. That's some weird stuff though.
But the crazy part about it is, it's like
them sandwiches are still funny.
Something bad has to happen in order for them to
make
a change.
Of course.
But does it have to go to this extent? Like, I'm pretty sure
if 100 people had just got injured, they probably wouldn't have did nothing.
Fam, we still can't do anything about school shootings. Like, to this day,
it's humans, man. Humans suck, bro.
We still, like I don't mean we. Like, I'm saying, like as a population, we still can't do nothing to prevent school shooting.
You can't do nothing to prevent it, and you can't do nothing to me. I'm sorry. Once you get to the point of where you're like, I'm gonna take that needle here, I'm gonna just start poking.
That's crazy.
You wildin'. Like, you've transcended.
My thing is like
everything
that person
as a human
had
being.
To be on fentanyl or something themselves, or they just went there with the intention.
They went there with the intent of stuff like that. Like, you are an evil person. Like, you don't deserve anything. And how you gonna find that person? You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna find that person that's walking through the crowd poking everybody? Like, I would hope somebody would catch him and jump him, like they all beat him up or something. But like,
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I mean,
they said they found fentanyl in the dude's system, or.
I just heard that the needle was fentanyl, so I'm assuming that's how.
I saw the thing that said like they saw a needle poke or something, but that was it.
Man, the police
like in his neck, the hospital or something.
Wow,
like a site where you could have got poked, but other than that,
vampire. But like I said, man, rest in peace to everybody there. Hopefully, whomever was reliable, responsible, I feel bad for families. I mean, your kid goes to like something exciting. I mean, it's 14, 15, 16-year-olds died. Your kids go to something they've been waiting for forever. Like, oh my God, like that's an exciting thing to go to, especially if you're at that age. And then you go with the risk of like dying. Like, that's crazy, man. Like, that's just nuts, man. Like, but man, prayers up to them, man.
They probably waited 6 months to get a shirt.
Man, you know, they bought
know
the
what I
tickets
mean?
early. They
Got
couldn't
the
wait for that to
ticket.
come. And that stuff has been announced for a long time. Like, and it was a 2-day event. You canceled the second day too. So it's like some people, I don't know if you get refunded, but like some people probably bought day 2 and then go to day 1. That got canceled because of everything that happened day 1. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of things that took place that's just like, man, that's just crazy, man. But look, man, like I said, Travis, some blame, some not blame. I don't know, man. But if I was them people, I'd sue everybody.
I mean, I'm sure he had he didn't, obviously he had zero part in people breaking in. He had zero part in the staff not being able to control. But he probably had a little part in like picking the venue, deciding
it's just in
people.
town. He's had it there before.
So I mean, that's why I say everyone has some blame because there's everyone, like from the top down, there's a little piece that you worked on and 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 they all failed. I mean,
and I will say that like I view Travis as the boss of everything, even though he may not dictate or
yeah, I mean,
pick.
he ain't the boss of security and stuff.
Yeah,
but
he's
yes.
not. But like, you know what I mean? It's like, this is yours. I'm sure if he came through and said, I hate all these security guards, get them out of here, he could. Like, he could make that stuff, but he can't focus on that. He's got other things he's doing.
Right.
He's expecting like, hey, you're my manager, you're my person.
I mean, he
make
probably
sure that
has
stuff
a
happens.
promoter
course.
company that he always works with every time that same company gets hired and, you know, whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Like, even if he's not to blame for like the you know, end point, the physical end point, there's like a little bit of blame to go on everyone involved failed in some regard. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they like the fence company failed. Put some fences up that ain't gonna fall, or like, you know what I mean?
You know,
like, there's something for. I mean, I'm not trying to throw nobody in the bus, but you know what I mean? Like,
that's one of the first things I thought. I said, yo, y'all still using these like chain link? These I'm talking about them fences that you pick up and move.
yeah,
and you
like,
know, you just hook it
zip
with a
tie
hook.
them joints together or something.
I'm like, fam, them joints they need cement blocks. They need actually, you know what they do? They need to not allow people to be out there at that time.
Well, that's why I said
Y'all
like
gotta
the
go.
camping idea is that was bad. They allow people to do that.
You just shouldn't be allowed. Like, it's like, you know what? This is a disaster, you know?
So they lost control when they allowed the people to break the gate. So who
I was
in
like,
control of the
that was
gate?
like step one, because that was in the daytime. Daytime, that was broad daylight. Like, that was crazy.
So I go back to the same thing about like, and I say this on the show all the time. I ain't trying to get political, but with the whole thing that happened at the Capitol, clearly the planning was bad. How you set the gate system up, how the perimeter that you had the gate system at, the scaffolding, everything about that was poor design, poor decision making. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the same thing with this concert. There's blame that could go on everybody. You know what I mean? Like,
I think the expectations were not going to be this bad, so they didn't expect to.
It had to be something like that.
To prepare for something like some what if type shit. Like, what if all
that's
these
what
people
they're
come
supposed to
in,
do.
Right. Worst case scenario.
That's why I blame Houston. It's like, you got to say, boom, person dies over here, ambulance, where do you come in? This way. Like, you got to plan that. Where does the fire truck come in? What does this happen? Like, I'm talking like a catastrophic thing.
Yeah, every event has to have that planning now because there's so many like mass shooters and
imagine a shooter in there. Like, and plus, you know what? I do have sympathy for them in the aspect of like, if it really got wild and how the people are already acting, if they decided to riot,
it's over.
It's over. Like, we're talking about like, you ain't stopping that. You ain't controlling that. Like, that's just way too many people. But, you know, God bless the dead, man. Shout out to whatever, everybody. Hope it gets resolved. Hope some type of peace or resolution comes to it. But I mean, that was like some major news. Like, that was brand new things coming out today. You know, that's crazy. Somebody was like, yo, you can't even deny Travis' influence. Fam, I still don't understand why he's the one. Like, I don't get it. Like, why is Travis the chosen one? I'm talking his cereal, sneakers, Nike, Fortnite, everything.
So, I guess my thing with that is like, in the car, I put Sirius satellite radio on. Drake has his own radio station. I understand Drake's a little bit older, but like, Drake's on TV and TV shows, got his own radio station. Every time you look social media, Drake this, Drake that. Again, they're different age groups, but like, when I compare those two, I don't really see Travis Scott name out there popping like Drake's name is. It's not even on the same level. So his audience has to be all little kids.
No, it is.
It has to be.
It's mainly. Well, I mean, we've talked about on the show before. Like, I get in sneaker culture why certain things the way they are.
Are little kids
like,
going to McDonald's? Are little kids doing whatever his other?
This is where we don't know. So let me tell you something. Let me say this. I went to.
Fam, when I look on Twitter, I don't never see nothing about Travis. You see stuff about Drake all the time.
Like
nothing. I mean, literally nothing.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of Travis stuff. Like, he doesn't do crazy things. You don't hear about him with girls.
I mean, yeah, it's good. I don't mean it's good that he's not getting into trouble.
Yeah. I don't mean trouble, but I mean, like, Drake ain't getting in trouble, but like, you hear about his females, girls doing like Travis, Kylie, the baby. I hear about them more than him. He's dating
one of the most popular women in the world, and no one even talks about it. Yeah. I mean, at least
they talk about.
I don't say no one. I'm the people that I'm seeing.
Her and the baby are probably. Hear about them way more than him.
If you ask someone in like Ukraine what Drake looked like, they probably could tell you. But if you ask them what Travis Scott looked like, I doubt it. I mean,
probably not. But like, so I'll say,
and I don't mean like I'm just picking like a random country. I'm not saying like
Ukraine might be a hard one.
I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I'm just trying to pick like something that's across the world that has no.
I will say that like I think we just might be a little more out of touch because I went to.
Well, clearly my social media is different than a 21-year-old. But I'm just saying like.
But like I'm on there a lot just for the podcast, the sneaker wise. I see a lot of everything. Travis. Rare, and if I do, it's about sneakers. Right. So, but like, let me say this. I went to she's 14. Raina, Chris and Anna's daughter. They had like a little Halloween party type thing, and friends from her school, middle school, and they had music playing. Fam, I didn't know none of this stuff. Like NBA Young,
the music
I didn't know one lyric. Man. These kids, first of all,
I don't know none of them. Well, you know what's funny is like I started watching a channel on YouTube that does all the like rap beefs and shootings and all this stuff. So I know some of the names.
I know the
but
names.
I don't know the songs. I have no idea.
Fam, these kids was bar for bar, and I'm like, I'm sitting there like, some of that stuff sounded alright, but I was like, fam, no joke, I'm old man. I had the Shazam like this. I was like, what is this? NBA Youngboy. That's what he sound like. I never heard any of that stuff. And I'm sitting here like, this is just not for me. Like,
rap is just different now in terms of like, yes, we know Common and Ice Cube had a beef back in the day. We know about Biggie and Tupac. But like rap nowadays is like, everyone who's an MC who pops is literally a street dude. Like, was a street dude first, and now is trying to rap, but still in the streets. Yeah. It didn't used to be like that. Like, obviously, Tupac and Biggie had plenty of connections to, like, gangs, drug dealing, and whatever, and so does everybody else. But not, like, literally out here... And maybe it's because social media didn't exist back then.
It is.
But literally out here, like, causing deaths and murders and shootings and stuff. Pac and Biggie and stuff wasn't doing it. Yeah, they died each other. But
it's real gangster rap. That's what this is.
It's
it sounds
so
different,
weird.
But it's still gangster rap.
And,
you know what I mean?
But, like, the thing is, all them kids, I think they worship Travis Scott. Like, I think Travis Scott, to them that I was at, is like,
he's an idol.
They love NBA Youngboy and they love all these cats, but I think Travis is like their... Like, we would probably have, regardless of Kanye is up, he's Jay-Z, Kanye. I mean, Travis is like their Kanye, like the untouchable of touchable, you know what I mean? And like, you trickle down effect of everybody else. Like, for right now in music, Kanye is at that highest pinnacle. Whether you listen to his music or not, or even like his music anymore, he's had such a great catalog. He's there. Jay-Z is legendary. He's out of here. We don't put Jay-Z there anymore. Right now, active musicians, Kanye is probably just at that pinnacle peak. Travis is under him for us. Travis is further under for us. Them kids, Travis is their like guy.
Because he's influential. You know what I mean? Like that's why they're tuned to him, is because his influence in fashion, his influence in sneaker culture, his influence in his music. You know what I mean? He's probably one of the most influential artists right now. You know what I mean?
Number 2 of all time, probably. Right
so,
now.
What does he talk about? Is it because of what he puts in his music, or
it's his brand. It's the entire umbrella of everything that.
I could be wrong. I know some people will correct me, but I feel like Travis is probably that originator of like the lit. Like, he's the lose their mind type person. Like, when we had crunk music, that was Lil Jon them. I think Travis Scott is that like, whatever, that wild cat. He's the like epitome of youth. Cortez knows all the songs. Cortez like, yo, put on this in the car. And I'm like, huh? I had to find a clean version. I listen to it, I'm like, yo, you ain't listening. But where you hear this, fam? Like, let me do that. Cats be talking about some wild stuff.
Where you hear it?
Anyways, LeBron 9 Retro's coming out.
I'm trying for him.
I know you care.
I'm gonna try. And that's the shit I don't like, is the fact that people go after my size.
That's what you don't like?
And me selling them. People like, hey, Rome, I'm gonna get these for Rome. Call me. I'm gonna go after them and I sell them to you for retail.
LeBron 9s.
But they gonna go, bro. They gonna go.
I have LeBron 9s. LeBron 9s is the best LeBrons of all time to me, to wear with jeans and stuff like that. I love LeBron 9s.
Mine's is dope.
LeBron retros don't do well, man. Like,
it's because it's a different era of
all
sneaker
that
culture,
stuff. You know, let me ask you something. So, first of all, when we put it in the thread, Simple said, dang, ain't nothing sacred anymore. And we've talked about this before. Now, I don't consider Watch the Throne LeBron 9 as like sacred. Do you feel like some sneakers should just remain never?
Yes.
Okay. I do too.
Yeah.
I think there's some that should never ever come out ever. Like, I don't want an Undefeated retro. Like Jordan 4 Undefeated 4 retro. I would love the shoe, but I don't need, like, don't do that. I feel like people love to call sneakers art pieces.
I think I'm fine with that take, but I would like to see them put it on Nike ID, like something similar. Not the same exact colorways.
And then it'd get watered down.
Nah.
It does.
They'd water it down, bro. It'd be like real.
It'd be like almost there. It'd be like,
yeah, that's fine.
Not even almost there. It'd be like almost there.
Look at the first Eminem 4 and then the Eminem 4 they tried to retro to make it look like it. It looks nothing like the
winterized one or whatever.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
close enough.
You can do it. No, it doesn't look anything like it. You can do something. I'm not saying retro it. I'm saying make it available on Nike ID or whatever. It's fine. It's not going to cause any price change on the original shoe. Then you could still say I got the original or whatever.
You know, when it comes to LeBrons, like, we all wanted LeBrons the retro. Some of these the retro. And I went to a Nike outlet. They had South Beaches at the outlet. Like, I was calling people like, yo, y'all need some South Beaches? Like, they got them here. Like, they had them at Tanger outlet. Like, I was calling up everybody like, they got about 14 pairs here. You want South Beach 8s? And I was like, even Sprite Lows, they sitting still. All these retros.
L on those, bro.
And, well, you just got them go to.
Oh, you're talking about when they retro. They were
these guys are retros. Right. Now, back in the day, of course, and these LeBrons that are coming out now, to me, are some of the most coveted ones. Sprite Lows were like, them was elites back then. The red carpet 7s. Christmas 7s. Some of these were like considered the elite of LeBrons back in the day. And now them joints is, I got an alert. It was like 35% off Sprite Lows on Lapstone and Hammer, Bodega. They're on sale. So I'm like, you know what? People are like, yo, finally. And I'm like, I don't think anybody really cares, to be honest with you. People are going to cop. People do care who love them. But, like, I think they don't need it.
It's not time. It's like, it's because he's still playing, bro. I think that has a lot to do with it. It's because he's still playing basketball and he's still being compared to Michael Jordan. So you got that. He's still playing, and you got that. It's older. They're bulkier shoes. Yeah. You know what I mean? And not everybody can wear a LeBron. You know what I mean? It's a body type.
It got to that. That was the last, like, that borderline of, like, I mean, it was still more, but, like, when we was, like, legit really wearing the bulky sneakers. You can't retro that now, to me. Like, I feel like they have an expiration date. I think some retros have an expiration date.
Like, they need to stop with those Arab tempos. They need to stop. They ruined it for me. I love them, the Pippins.
Okay.
The OG colorway, I love them. But then they started coming out with all these cartoon.
I haven't made one in a while, though.
They came out one yesterday.
Oh, which one?
The air with the air on the side. It's like a white and black one. I was like, fam, they got another one? I saw it today. I was like, fam, come on, man.
Ruined them.
Like, they didn't see that. They ruined them. There's about a good 40 colors in those now. But, like, look, I see a cat like, yo, I know you copping now because you guys talk about on the podcast. Yeah, we're talking about that. This podcast is almost 5 years now. 6 years. I don't know what year we're on now. We talked about that back when, like, episodes 1 through 10.
Oh, you're copping 9. So you said you don't like them.
Well, I love 9.
No.
I'm not. I'm not.
The one I sent to the.
Yeah. No. I'm not buying no. Look, if you go retro 9, Big Bangs. Chinas.
Them joints look just like Cannons. It's like two colors that's barely off on the shoe.
And Cannons. Them might be the only ones you can wear.
Them joints I sent you were basically the same exact shoe as a Cannon.
What, them South Beach ones?
Yes, it's like two colors that's different.
No, it's not. Cannon was one of the most unique colorways.
Yeah.
So
them joints look exactly the same.
No.
Then you're saying that the pictures are bad.
Cannon's one of the most unique colorways ever.
Matter of fact,
9s.
I think I did a split screen.
I think I have. I probably have.
You got any 9s left?
Yeah, I got Mango 9s. Okay. I got the Hornet 9s.
Plummet Lakes.
Yeah,
Summit Lakes.
I have the Christmas 9s. And I went to
the red Christmas 9 was fire.
Fam, how are these not the same shoe? Come on, like two colors are different. What the heck?
Dang. I went to the pawn shop and I found those.
Okay, so the outsole is orange, right, or whatever you want to call it. How is that not the same shoe? The swoosh is even the same color.
Nah, it's not the same.
Damn, how is that not the same shoe?
You changed the laces in the outsole.
That's not the same. That picture bad. No, don't do that.
No, nah.
Fam, Cannons are unique.
Cannons is dope though.
Dope.
So this shoe right here.
Swipe.
Oh, I swiped to that. Released.
No, man, get that out of here. It's not even close. No.
What do you mean it's not even close? The swoosh is the same color. The inner lining right here is black, same color.
Nope.
The outline is the same color.
No, Cannon's navy, not black. I got him.
Gotcha.
Cannon's navy, not black. Gotcha, fam.
Gotcha there.
Gotcha there, buddy.
Oh, so that you're telling me that's vastly different from that. Black, same thing with that hat. Black and dark blue, same thing. I knew
he was going to say that.
What's the difference?
Oh, geez.
Cats wear Yankee hats with black T-shirts all the time. I don't see nobody saying you can't wear navy and black.
That's that baseball.
Yeah, them and shooters, too. I ain't telling them. You gonna tell them? I'm not gonna tell them. I'm not gonna say what you doing a Yankee hat and a black T-shirt.
All right.
You want to get shot?
Them joints look the same.
They
don't look 100% the same. They look 85% the same. That's the same thing.
They got teddy bear flip flops, black T-shirt, and navy blue Yankee hat. I ain't telling them nothing. I'm telling them the fit is fire. Look,
the 9s. I'm gonna go after.
I love LeBron 9s. To me, it's my favorite LeBron of all time. To me, like I love LeBron 9s. I'm not gonna buy a pair because you know what? I could have bought South Beach 8s. It's just too big for me. Like it's too big now. And let me tell people, I gotta understand something.
Maybe you buy a smaller shoe and just tie them tight.
When
buy a smaller one, tie it hella tight.
I'm not trying to create my own pairs. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. People think that when I say something isn't doing well, but it's sold out. Look, watch the throne, gonna fly. They're gonna fly off the shelf. They're gonna sell out. But to me, and I'm on social media all day, the internet, Twitter, all day, doing the podcast and talking to people and stuff like that, whatever, DMs and stuff. I don't see people wearing LeBrons on social media all the time. It's a rare group of people who just love LeBrons. It ain't like, yo, what I'm rocking today. No, I haven't seen a South Beach 8 yet on foot yet. Yeah. I mean, it's maybe like one or two girls, maybe. I haven't seen one. Yo, I can't wait. The retro. The homie Curtis, the retro. Maybe the homie Curtis, I think, I wear it one time. I ain't seen nobody rocking those. Like, what are rocking?
Mine.
Because we love it, because that South Beach 8 is one of the most iconic sneakers of all time. One of the greatest colorways of all time. It set a standard for, like, you can't have that blue and pink on anything without calling it South Beach 8 now, no matter what it is.
Facts.
That sneaker was like, I tell people all the time, when we go to campouts back in the day, fam, whoever had a South Beach 8 on, boy, that was it. Like, cats would have a South Beach 8, a solar low 8, a Sprite 8. Yeah. Them joints was the hitters back in the day. Them was bangers. Now, come on, man. Like, you just can't, man. Like, you can, but you have to pretty much force yourself.
But like, you know what? A lot of...
That would be a buy for nostalgia purposes if I would have bought it. I had the OG one.
Right.
And I sold it when, like, our pants started getting smaller. And I was like, okay, these sneakers are too bulky.
Think about, like, the Jordan retros, okay. They on a whole nother island when it comes to, like, age and like, how old you were when these came out or whatnot.
Right.
So that's on another island. Now for the LeBrons, a lot of the people that's in the sneaker culture right now, they weren't into shoes when those shoes first came out.
But are they going back to buy LeBrons?
And so you had a choice to either buy LeBron or a Jordan. They ain't gonna buy the Jordan. If a Jordan dropped the same week that LeBron dropped, the Jordan will sell before that LeBron, dude. That's just facts.
For all age groups?
For all age groups.
All age groups, okay. I definitely agree with that. Because I do have I think if a Black Cement 3 dropped and a What the Throne dropped, the Blacks, well, maybe not Black, because come on so many times, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
just a retro in general.
A Lightning, if Lightnings would have came out the same time as like a LeBron, Watch the Throne 9, Lightning's is gonna go, even though Lightning is for some odd reason or weird now or whatever. I don't know one person that's like, I love my Lightnings. It's like, you got them now, and it's like,
they're
like, I got them. You wore yours, George?
Nah.
Me neither. Like, I'm going to, because it's like I'm over like just having stuff sitting in my closet, but it's like, dang, and that's why I was asking, do retros have an expiration date? Like, I think Lightning's expired. I think it took way too long.
For the colorway.
Fam, what is that? 16, 17 years? Fam, I was living at home with my mom. I didn't even know my wife yet when those came out. So we're talking about, like, I think they expired. I think LeBron 9s might have expired. The only Jordans that can't expire are 3s, 1s, 2s. They're trying to make a little something happen. 11s might be about to expire, but
they on their way out, bro.
12s expired to me. I can't buy a 12 anymore. To me, 9s, I
think
9s.
they just need to vault, put them in a vault for a few, like they were gonna do with the 3s back in the day.
Right.
Remember that rumor? Oh, we're gonna vault the 3s. Man, the next year they coming out with 3s.
Then they were like remastered. I was like, man, y'all ain't got nothing in that vault. Now, like Tour 4s that came out, the white with yellow, I feel like it's too late now too. Like, people are like, oh, I like those better. No, everybody would have said they like Lightnings, because it was Thunder, Lightning, and Tour 4s, the white one. Everybody would have said Lightning over all 3 of them. Once we all got Lightnings in hand, everybody like, you know what?
I think a lot of people would have picked Tour 4s, actually.
No way. Everybody now was like,
predominantly white.
Everybody that got Lightnings now are like, you know what? I always like the Tour 4s better. I ain't heard nobody mention a Tour 4.
Oh, no. There are stands of that shoe.
Maybe.
No, I'm serious.
I ain't never heard of them.
Yeah, you have.
I ain't never heard of them.
You don't remember, but you have.
Back then. I'm talking about now. We've been begging for Lightnings to retro for literally about 8 years.
Yeah, but there's also, at the same time, there's other people saying bring Tour 4s back.
Maybe.
No, there are.
All right. I don't know.
Yeah,
but,
you do.
You know, maybe that's on your timeline. I don't know. Look, LeBron's, like I said, I love LeBron 9s. I think it's just going to come out. They're going to come out with that. You better come out with big bangs. Like, if you're going to come out with LeBron, you better come out with big bangs. I might buy those.
You know what, bro? That may be a shoe that they don't need to retro, bro.
It might be. It might have expired.
Dude. They don't need to let that one be. Like, let it rest in peace.
Now, what about KD 4s? Because KD talking about it's time for a retro.
No, let them shits rest in peace, man.
Did you like KD 4s?
Them big ass. No, I didn't.
Oh,
I wasn't. You know what? The last KD I got was a 7.
Oh, okay. KD 4s were fire. All right.
The one All-Star colorway, and that was about it.
You only like that color? That model was fire. I thought you had a grip.
No, I got the 7s, bro.
Oh, okay. We had a grip of them. George said he would buy KD 4s if they started retroing again.
Yeah, I would.
I doubt it. I don't believe it. I know we're saying that now, but I don't.
I would. I mean, well, you say retro. I think maybe some new colorways would be nice. Like if they did.
You wouldn't buy it.
You'll buy them?
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
I like to think we would. We wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, I would.
No.
They just remind me of like squat shoes, bro. Like, I swear, like they remind me of shoes you put on and you're gonna go squat.
Look,
you know what else I would buy too? Because I bought the wrong size when they came out, and on another reason I would want them to come out is for better colorways. I would buy a Revis again. I would buy a Revis ahead of what's the one you love?
Victor Cruz.
Yeah, I would buy a Revis.
You still got some of them?
Got all of them.
I still got the blue ones and the black suede ones.
I got all of them. Gray,
fire.
Wheat, blue. I got all red ones too.
Never did get the wheat ones.
I almost sold my all reds on StockX a while ago though, because somebody was asking for like $330, and I was like, well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wear them. I'm gonna wear them joints this winter now.
Go on with that hat.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Did you get the ones that dropped them trainers? What them trainers dropped last week? The Barclays?
No. Oh my God!
You didn't get them?
I
You was the main one talking about
I
it.
He probably
need
forgot.
them joints. I did.
Yep.
I need them joints, but they are way too high. I ain't paying
They
no
buzzing,
380,
bro.
344.
They buzzing.
Them
Yeah.
joints is through the roof.
It was in the 4s in my
Yeah, they
size.
was so high. I didn't know it came with a chain too, it came with 2 chains, like a 24, the lightning. I was like, man, I need them joints.
Well, you ain't wearing them chains.
I'm wearing
that ain't
both
your
of them.
number. That ain't your number, though.
Okay, I'm wearing both of them, man.
You weird.
I'm wearing both of them, though.
wearing
I wish it came
number.
with a Saquon earring too, the after lightning ball. I wear it all.
That's
Oh,
different.
man.
I'll be running so fast.
You ain't wearing nobody else's number on your chest.
I planned. Okay, relax. I planned. Yeah, you know you're right. I ain't doing that. That's what you get your girlfriend. You like, oh, yo, where this
Where this
girl?
number?
Where if I go get 100 yards real quick? If I put them Saquons on,
You want to talk about someone who's on the clock? You been talking
Saquon
about
Barkley?
stuff that's on the clock.
Oh, I've been said that though.
Okay,
you didn't.
alright.
You didn't agree with me.
No. Don't put me. Don't put
No,
me in the
I
conversation.
said
at all.
Saquon was on the clock. You was like, nah.
Don't put me in that
Okay.
conversation whatsoever because we never talked
You,
about Saquon.
huh?
When?
You never want me in a conversation. We had an actual conversation. I said Saquon, on the clock. I said he hurt way too much.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Way too much. Body is he put too much in. He gave Penn State too much. Huh? He did.
You need
Sacrifice his
to. You need to chill out there and give it Penn State.
You know what I mean, fam. When you giving these colleges as much as some of these players have, I understand why they
you
say.
talking about Penn State,
I understand why they
They
say.
call it State Penn for a reason.
I understand.
State
I understand why they be like, you know what? I'm gonna forego this season and go to the NFL because you can give your all in college.
One extra
boy.
year and getting paid.
Fam, come on, man.
It doesn't matter now though. You can get a deal with Porsche trucks and
That's way different.
whatever
than-
else.
I say forever. I do the 5th year.
Different now.
I-
Fifth year.
Y'all need, I'll be back. Y'all need $1,000 rusher. I'll be back. Union 2s. Jordan 2s is coming out of everywhere.
I seen them. They all right. They like pastel colorway.
Yeah.
Oh, did real pictures actually come out?
Yeah. You ever seen them?
Oh, I sent you the thing from that was retweeted, but it was like
Oh, well,
it was
it's
a fake.
Still,
it was
it's not a fake, but it's still
what's that joke we used to make?
a sketch?
A teaser. Remember we used to make that joke?
Oh, yeah, teaser pic. No, I thought you seen it. And I'm not going to say who, but someone confirmed.
I sent the link to you, but it wasn't like you could see anything. It just
Yeah.
was a 2. It looked whack, but it wasn't. It was like in the dark with black light on.
There it is. No, that was J Balvin you sent today.
Oh, Balvin.
yeah,
Right.
Union 2s,
Oh,
that
yeah, those,
one.
oh, yeah, those suck.
Yeah. Oh, really? I mean, I know you don't like 2s, but you don't think this is okay?
If it was if you put that colorway on that shoe, it would look better.
I will say this. I don't want to pass any judgment on
forgot
anything
it was
Is that
Union
suede
Balvin.
on the mud guard? That's suede,
Look
huh?
like something. Look, I don't want to pass any judgment on anything Union anymore because I hated Union 4s when the pictures came out. Now I need.
I told you the toe box was fire.
Okay, that's not the only reason why it was.
I'm just saying.
But it did. I do. When I saw it in
Super thick
person.
suede.
It was thick. No, it overlapped. I was like, yo, when the suede's so thick
Trying to
that
tell you.
it makes a cliff, like you could crash into it. And
Fam,
into the
that's
suede.
what I told you.
Fire. You didn't know that when we first
Yes,
saw the
I
picture.
did. That's literally what
you
the point
liked-
I brought up.
You liked the
Which
not
one you talking
canvas,
about?
the whatever the material on the toe box on Union 4.
And the thick leather that makes it go down. Like right here, you go down in the. Yes,
Look,
I brought that up.
I only have one thing to say about like these and Union 2s. All you sneakerhead police officers, shut up, man. I'm so sick of everybody on the internet. Yo,
Sneakerhead police
look at you. Keep that same energy about 2s. Shut up, man. Who cares? What if someone said 2s are trash and they said these are fire now? What you gonna do about it? Like, what you really gonna do about
Right.
it?
Make fun of you, huh?
I'm so sick of it. You make fun of me. I get on the internet. Cats is like,
cares?
keep that same energy about 2s. Y'all don't got no 2s. The only thing that gets corny about this stuff is when 2s come out, that everybody pull out all their 2s to prove that they've always loved 2s.
Yeah, that's
Fam,
super corny.
who cares? That's corny.
You used to say that. You used to say we can't own one unless we got OGs. You used to be that.
yeah,
person.
but I don't like pull them out and show them on the internet like, yo, I can cop this now because I got these
Same
already.
thought.
No, it's not. I see
Same
cat.
thought. You verbally said it. You verbally pulled all the shoes out.
Yeah, like there's a lot of Jordan 3s. Like, I feel ridiculous selling. I've sold, no joke, about 4 black cement 3s.
Yeah, that's the same point.
So I'm not gonna buy a all red 3, and I don't even got a black set. I sold 88s. Like, come on, man. I'm done some foolish
so
things.
just because you haven't sold 2s, that it's okay.
My 2s got stolen. All my tools got stolen by my stepdad family.
You better wear them white tools with that at.
Fam. Fam, I need a pair of these. Like I said, all you sneakerhead police officers, that include Rico. Rico did the same thing. Keep that same. Rico, don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't be that guy on the internet trying to police who can buy Union twos and who can buy off-white twos. Don't do that, all right?
Fam,
don't do that.
Okay, if you forgot on trainers that you really wanted, you ain't going to remember on twos. So it doesn't matter. You're going to forget.
Look, if I'm woke, I'm gonna remember. I gotta.
I'm sure they came out during the week too, but you probably was in Paris or just late or homesick from work or something.
Oh, you're a snitch. All right, I got nothing else. Anybody else got anything else sneaker related? Anything?
You didn't tell work you had COVID.
Man, please, I didn't have COVID.
He didn't have more COVID than Lamar Jackson.
I had COVID one time after the vaccine. And thank goodness for the vaccine, because I would have been in heaven if I didn't have that
Someone
vaccine.
else told me the same thing. Oh, yeah, one of my buddies, he said after he got the vaccine, he was like super sick. Not from the vaccine, he got COVID.
Yeah.
But he told me he was like hanging out with somebody who wasn't vaccinated. I was like, you did it to yourself.
Look,
Lord.
I'm telling you, I felt after the vaccine, I know for a fact I would have been in the hospital. Not even a question.
You got sick after the vaccine?
Yeah.
I didn't feel it. I didn't have it.
No, he
bother
means
me.
like he got COVID.
I got COVID after the vaccine. No,
if he
not for the
wasn't
vaccine.
vaccinated.
I got COVID after the vaccine.
So it was already in you then.
I said, I don't know about that. I said, to me, now I don't know if this is fact or not, but to me, the vaccine did lessen it for me, okay? Because I was like, that's it. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to heaven. That's it. Fam, you know what made me scared was like, they called it with a COVID fall, because Hannah had texted me about it.
Yeah, why you think I can't remember nothing?
Okay. I was in the bed, right?
I told that story the other day, and they were like, it's true.
No, it's true. Fam, I was in the bed when I had COVID. I was in the bed, and I'm like, man, just looking at T-shirts, like shopping. I looked at the bottom, and you know what has the sizes, like small. Mm-hmm. It said S, M, L, XL, 2XL. I had no idea what it meant. I called the doctor immediately. I was like, what the heck does this mean? I'm just staring at it.
Sometimes you just get your brain on work.
No,
That's
but
different.
then, hold on.
I do that all the time.
But I will,
like,
yes,
when you start
not in that.
Like, when you start thinking about words, like...
Yes, sometimes it happens.
Like, if you say exact 10 times, you're going to be like, that don't look right when you spell it out.
Sometimes. No, but I was watching all
You never do that?
All the time.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I know everybody does that.
Yes, but not small, medium, large, extra large.
No, not
I
that.
was like this. I'm looking, what does it mean? I have no idea. Also,
Like, fam, if you look at the word Nike too long, you'll be like, that don't look like spell right.
That's, you got to go to the doctor.
No,
I don't know what that is.
I'm telling you.
I ain't never did that.
If you say Nike like 15 times and you look at it too long, you'll be like, that don't look like
If you look at a word like Nike that's been around literally for I don't know how many years,
word,
and you look at it and be like, that ain't spelled
I'm not
correctly.
talking about supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Okay.
I'm talking about any word.
If you look at any word that's been in existence for thousands of years, and you be like, you know what?
wonder
don't
why
think
I
that's
couldn't
spelled
remember
right.
Melo play for the Knicks. You wonder why?
He couldn't remember Melo play for the Knicks. He was like, Melo play for the Knicks?
That was his last team,
I
wasn't
was
it?
like the 911.
Only thing I remember was Nuggets. That's
I would
it.
look it up.
real?
Stroke symptoms.
And Blazers, obviously. But
Right.
yes,
What's stroke
all right.
symptoms?
Fam, I have zero recollection of his run with the Knicks.
You need
None.
no
Like,
joke.
I don't
You need to
remember
really
if
go
they
to
made the
doctor,
playoffs, didn't make the
Nah, it was
playoffs.
pretty
nothing.
quiet the whole time
Only
he
thing
was
I
gone.
remember is when
No,
AI went to the Nuggets and him and AI was on the Nuggets, and
How
it was
you
fun.
remember AI going to the Nuggets and you don't remember that?
Because it was
And that
fun.
was before that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This cat is out of control. Don't remember
I'm
that.
saying.
That was a big time for the Knicks, boy.
I'm telling you, I can remember stuff from like players where they went to like high school and college and stuff, and like where teams they played for, like baseball cards I had, but I can't remember Melo played for the Knicks.
That's because you retain what you want to retain.
I don't know. I might be that like that Al Bundy situation where you tell not Kelly Kapowski, what's her name? Kelly Bundy. One thing, she lose the old
Yes.
thought. It might be that. You tell me.
That's what we need to
You
do.
clear cash.
You're right.
Delete some cookies.
You need to back up the hard drive. Huh?
What else? Anything else nigga related? Anything else? Do NFL picks? We didn't do a top 10 this week. I got nothing this week.
Man, my team sucked this year, so I'm just.
I don't know if your team sucks or not.
Jalen Hurts been balling the last 2 weeks though.
Man, but he ain't finishing the job.
That's on the defense last week. Charger week, and then what?
Chargers got a decent record this year too.
And then the week before that, they killed them. They killed Lions.
Bro, the Lions
I
ain't
understand. I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
you gotta play the teams that's in front of you.
What's the Eagles' record right now? 4-4?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest
we
with
ain't even
you.
500. We 3-6.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Lions, I got Lions plus 3.5 early in the week. That bet had no chance 5 minutes into that game, and it was all because of Jalen.
I picked Lions that game too. I was like, okay, well, maybe
If
Lions
there's
can
any
get
game
this
they're
one.
gonna win, and then Jalen Hurts show happened.
I can't.
I like Jalen Hurts. He knows that from the very beginning. I
he's
like
cool.
Jalen Hurts.
Well, we like Jalen Hurts.
No, I'm just saying.
You
Like I went out
have-
on a limb for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I got rookie cards and stuff. I'm just saying. I went out on a limb for him.
Did you start collecting cards? Anything?
I still have mine from 5th grade.
Oh, okay. So no, you didn't get back into the new ones, right?
No, I ain't got the new ones.
Yeah.
Now, dude came to pay my house, and he's like, he came with some white dude, probably mid 40s, had some low 11 Concords on. I'm like, oh, you in the sneakers? He's like, no, I only collect 11s. I have every color 11s. But I do collect basketball cards. And my son, and he was telling, he was talking to me, I was like, oh, you into cars? And he started talking about everything from Cincinnati, the Bengals. He was all into Ohio
Burrow.
stuff.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Joe Burrow, yeah.
But he was like, yeah, I bought a rookie card for $10. It's now $200.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so he like
You know, that
kinda
type
get
of.
back to yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
what he does
wow,
now.
man.
He's a card shark.
But I got cards since
did
I was
sell
in
one
5th
today.
grade, bro. And I knew, like I said, when I turned 30, I'm going to trade them in. I'm almost 40 and I still got them.
You bet.
I still got them in the back. I got the Beckett's.
You still got the Beckett's
I
too?
still got the Beckett's.
I
Beckett
got,
might be worth
I
some
got
money.
one old Beckett, but that's it.
Are Beckett worth money?
I
Beckett
got
got
5
worth-
Beckett's. I got 5 Beckett's.
I used to go to the grocery
MLB
store and buy a
and
Beckett.
basketball and football.
They still make them. They still print
Oh,
them.
they do? Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, I think they're kind of pointless now because everything's on the internet. But they still print them.
I used to go to the magazine section, look it up, like
Look at
Shaq.
that was a cheap
Ultra.
way, huh?
The dumbest thing about it, though, like, why do we ever do that? A card is only what somebody's willing to pay for it. Beckett don't mean nothing.
Well, of course it was, because every single thing that I had of any value back then, we were like, let's go to the car shop. I've never sold a car. They never bought it. They'd be like, oh, we ain't making no money, you can't buy it. They've never bought nothing. They never traded nothing. They never bought nothing from me.
See, it's different now because it's so easy to sell everything that it's like,
You can sell anything now. That's why we need some t-shirts.
That's StockX, man. They are. They want. What did it start with? Sneakers. Now they doing a little bit of.
They do everything. Watches,
I'm surprised they
well,
selling
designers.
and man,
groceries yet.
one of the things we didn't talk about,
Groceries.
it's not part, it's not
Groceries.
reselling
grocery
groceries.
delivery. If it's legit, check your
Receipt, toilet-
bananas up.
Toilet
Yeah.
paper.
Check your banana.
You gotta have an expert on everything. But one of the things we didn't talk about, it's like partially related to this content of this show because it's Luber, but Luberhead is the one taking over Fanatics,
Oh, yeah.
getting all the sports cards.
Really?
Yeah,
He's,
he had already left StockX, though he didn't like go there to Fanatics, but he like took all that StockX money, probably was like living on an island for a couple of years, retirement, and then Fanatics was like, you want Fanatics CEO man is a thought. He be like Meek Mill out in the streets and
yeah,
stuff.
they be hanging out with Meek Mill and all them, though. Meek Mill hangs out with nobody but the finest of humans. So he's a little goofy, but
He ain't out with money. That's
yeah,
what
he hang out with money. You know? All right, let's do NFL picks, fam. Week 10, B. Go for it, George. Say the teams. These is fire to
Gotta
me.
pull it up first.
These is crazy.
Thursday night is Ravens at Dolphins. Ravens are favored by a touchdown and a half a point.
Only a touchdown. Ravens win by
7.5.
Actually, you know, who knows? This week of
'cause-
football was so
yeah,
whack,
It was
man.
weird.
It's so weird.
The entire
Ravens should have
season
lost.
is.
Ravens should have lost against the Vikings. I picked the Vikings too. I'm like, look at this. I picked the Vikings on a whim, and they actually played how I thought they might play, and then they still lost.
Did you watch your game?
Man, yeah, I watched. I watched at the Lexus dealership. I'm like, well, I'm buying this Lexus, and the Cowboys losing.
I was like, what in the hell's going on?
It took a double loss.
I have no. You're right. I don't know what was going on that day. I mean, I don't care about losing. You know, hey, you're gonna lose sometime. But they got destroyed.
Okay.
What was that one play where they punted the ball? The dude, it went what? Past the line of
Oh,
scrimmage.
yeah, they blocked
And
it.
they
blocked
touched it, and then they
So,
got it back in the down.
The
started
rule
over.
is stupid, but apparently they did judge it correctly based on the rule. Fam, if you block a punt, that whole going past the line of scrimmage thing shouldn't matter. We blocked it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, who cares if it went past? Because, in a punt, you kick the
Like,
ball.
once
If they
you
muff
touch it,
you
it
can
should
recover
be-
it.
yeah.
That's fine. You punted the ball. But we block it behind the line of scrimmage. That shouldn't be a rule anymore. You should literally have to, like, pick the ball up, possess it, then fumble for it to be a turnover. Because they called it a turnover.
Because it went past the line of
Yeah, it's
scrimmage.
ridiculous.
that was
So it was literally a free ball because it's been blocked and it went past the line.
Because
That
someone
sucks.
someone from Cowboys touched it. Like, and the thing about it is, like, it got blocked and was coming right to him. Like, it wasn't like he ran
He
to
ran
the
it.
ball
He
and
didn't
tried to
pick
pick
it up. Yeah,
it
it
bounced. It like right here in his face, and he put his hands to, because that's just a natural reaction. So you punishing that team for like, there's a lot of dumb play. Like last night, dumb plays, 2 kickoff return fumbles. Chicago was letting their kick returner bring the ball out every single time, and eventually he fumbled, of course. And then Pittsburgh, same thing, punt return, fumble. There's a lot of dumb plays in the NFL. But on a play like that, where the player is just right there and the ball's bouncing at him, and he's thinking like, "Oh, we blocked it." It's a natural reaction to try to
grab
pick
it.
the ball up.
Yeah.
It's not like you punt the ball and the punt returner is staring at a defender and touches it right in front of the defender and it's a fumble. I think that rule is garbage.
That's a lot of garbage rule. I got Ravens though over the Dolphins because the Dolphins suck.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson is
MVP.
I'm glad he's back this year because like last year,
He was good
like
last year. He
I
had
know, but it
moments.
was like off the MVP season. It was kind of like a sour taste season, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but he just didn't look the same last year.
He's still dangerous as hell, though, man.
Who you got?
So they said
I'm gonna go
before
with the Ravens.
Before, I don't know, I heard a stat. Before they got Lamar Jackson, John Harbaugh's career, he was like 0-18 or something coming. Like, once you down 14, he had never won a game. And this season already, they've won like 2 or 3 when they've been down with Lamar Jackson.
And he's MVP too, clearly. Too. He's the only consistent. He's MVP. Who else would it be? There's nobody else that has. Everybody else either got injured. Who's
Only
in the-
reason
in
I'm
the-
hesitant to do that is because I don't think their team is that good, but maybe that's a reason to be MVP. I don't know.
Well, I don't think
the
they're
team
that
is that
good, but the record says they're good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
6-3 or something, 6-2.
I mean, that's a good record.
It is, but it's not like
Now, if
oh,
Kyler
he's
Murray didn't
clearly
get
MVP.
hurt, you know, he would probably be, but he's hurt now. Then the Packers game was a little weird, but, you know, I don't fault somebody for one game. There's just no other clear MVPs.
Tannehill's up there now with what he's
MVP,
done.
maybe.
I mean, that team has no bit. Fam, based on this season especially, like, you play well, like, 2 games in a row. Okay, cool. The next game, I expect you to just flop.
Yeah.
And they played well they've been up emotionally 4 weeks in a row.
And not
look at this schedule.
Not against whack teams either. Those 4 teams are like solid teams.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
They bruising, man.
I didn't expect them to beat the Rams.
They beat the Bills. Then they beat the
Bills are
Chiefs.
solid.
Then they beat the Colts.
Well,
and then they
Chiefs
beat the
struggling,
Rams.
though. Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs-
Yeah, but it's still the Chiefs. I mean,
Chiefs.
27-3.
At that moment,
Right.
we put the Chiefs probably in that situation.
Yeah, like
I didn't.
when was the
but-
last time the Chiefs didn't score double digit, at least 10 points? They scored 3 points in that game. They ended that streak.
You got to outscore the Chiefs, too.
So
You
they
gotta outscore.
they beat the Bills 34-31. Now they probably should have lost to the Bills. Josh Allen took the snap and slipped and fell over on that 4th and 1 at like the 4-yard line. But they beat the Bills. Then they demolished the Chiefs. Then they snuck that one out against the Colts. And then they destroyed the Rams. But either way, they still up 4 weeks in a row and
Right.
like big opponents. And when you look at this season, no team has been up 4 weeks in a row. It's been like 2 weeks good, and then like Dallas. Well, they got no business losing the Broncos. Raiders blew the Broncos off the field in Denver. Raiders were up on the Broncos at one point 31-10.
That's what was shocking. That was shocking about that.
you know-
Broncos are trash. I'm sorry, Don. I'm not even trying to be mean. That team sucks.
no,
like
it's
I
really
like
bad.
Teddy Bridgewater, but fam,
It's
that team
bad. It's
sucks.
a
He was
bad-
playing
My
like
team
he
smashed
It made
them.
him look like an all-star in that game, bro.
I was like, what's happening here? And I said, you know what? It's time to take Dak out. Dak is something weird with that. Something was off. Like, I couldn't figure it out.
I'm
Then
appreciative for those last 2 touchdowns.
and like I said,
I won a bet and a fantasy
if
matchup
you,
on
you
that.
know what? Sometimes the Cowboys have won 6 in a row. So it's like, you know what? You're going to run into that one where like, what the heck are you doing losing this? Losing, fine. It was 30-0 at one point,
Yeah.
I think. And then they scored like some cheap ones, got 16 at the end. It ended at 30-16. But it's like, fam.
That's what I'm saying. Like, teams is weird. I don't understand how the Titans have gotten up. Because it's not like the Cowboys they won 6 in a row, but it's not like they played the gauntlet 6 in a row. They just
got
played.
a balanced
Like,
offense.
Like, I don't understand, like, the Bengals. The Bengals, it was
Yeah,
like, they were
that's what I'm talking
winning,
about.
and it was kind of like, we'll see. Then it was like, okay, this
Smash
team
the
is
Ravens,
really
yeah.
good. And then they go ahead
Twice in a
and
row.
2 weeks in a row get slapped
Jets
in half.
and Browns.
They lose to the Jets and the Browns. And then the Browns. The Browns go around and get slapped around in half. And then they come back and score almost 40. Score 40, right?
That's
44?
so weird, man.
They score 41. It's like, yo, what's up with this, man? Like, I can't figure anything
and
out.
Bills, too. Bills lost at Jaguars.
Damn.
I think it's all
Score
mental, bro.
6
It's
points.
all,
But how-
they're all professionals.
Bruh, how do the
Yeah, you
Cardinals-
are playing other team professionals.
Oh, no, well, yeah.
But like, look at the Lions. Billy.
I am a
Cats can't do nothing.
I am a 100%. It's on the podcast, advocate for any given Sunday type thing. But there are certain things that shouldn't happen. The Cardinals shouldn't have beat the Niners. I don't care how good the Cardinals
Right,
are.
because of McCoy being in.
Fam, they had their 1 and 2 wide receivers gone. The quarterback's gone. Their DN is out for the season. And they still go out there, and they didn't win.
They washed them.
They beat the brakes off the Niners, who had everybody healthy. Kittle came back.
And had a reason to play hard.
And
And at home. And Levi. Like, come on, man. Like, I didn't
I
get
think
it.
the Cardinals are the best
Cardinals
top
are
to
the best
bottom
team in
team
football.
in the NFL still
If you go-
because of stuff like that.
Well, they should be because they got everybody.
Fam.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but
Kingsbury, Coach of the Year.
They got everybody, dude.
They're-
It's like,
they're-
it's
they're-
about
the Zach
time.
Ertz trade was big because
We're
to me they already had a good defense. And you got every other position covered. You got 2
Yeah.
running backs. You got
Yeah.
2 receivers.
Yeah.
The only position they had a hole was tight end. And then they got lucky to get him, but that was a huge deal. Like,
Right. Yeah.
he opens up the entire offense because now the middle of the field, he's open every time.
James
Yeah.
Conner looks like
Yes, Heisman Trophy winner.
Kamara.
I mean, yeah, Alvin Kamara. There
Alvin
you go.
Kamara. I was like, wait a minute. He has how many yards? I was looking like 137.
4 touchdowns.
What is going on? Like, the coach.
catch a pass over the middle and be
Because
streaking
he's under
to
the
end zone.
radar because everybody focused on Murray.
Kingsbury, Coach of the Year. It's not even a question. Period. The most consistent team in
Yeah,
football.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Period. All right. It's not even a question. You go out there and beat.
Well, them losing that game. Okay, I understand they lost to Green Bay, but them losing that game even didn't make no sense. They should have won
They
that.
should have won that. And losing to
Yeah,
Green Bay
that
is
was
losing to
suck,
Green
too.
Bay.
That
You
was
know what I
hard.
mean?
That was a
Like,
hard loss.
the Cardinals and Green Bay have always had like a weird little back and
Yeah,
forth
like
thing and
Hail
stuff
Marys
like that.
and
Yeah,
dumb
it's
stuff.
always been some stuff like that. So like Green Bay beating them, it is what it is. You run into Green Bay, you run into Green Bay. But then it's like,
There
all
was
right.
dumb plays in that game too, though. Like Kyler threw a pick at the 14-yard line.
Oh, my
And Green Bay scored a
Cardinals might
touchdown.
actually get to the Super Bowl.
Cardinals muffed a punt at the 4-yard line. Green Bay only ended up getting a field goal out of it, but that's still 10 points. Like that game was weird.
You can't don't weed out Brady, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
come-
You know what?
No,
See,
the Bucks are still legit. There's
see,
no doubt about
that's
that.
the one thing that I feel like
scary.
this playoffs and stuff is gonna matter is experience because I can't tell who's like actually really good.
See, to me,
but your
the-
experience might be the key.
The 2 biggest factors in the NFC for me is Kyler Murray going to be healthy, and is Green Bay going to get home field advantage? Because if they get home field, I don't
that's
think
no
anybody's
guarantee.
beating them.
Nah. No, we thought that every year. The Green Bay loses at home in the playoffs a lot more than we think.
You're right, but the team is different every year. So this Green Bay team, like the defense looks good. It's a different
I'm
team.
not sold on this Green Bay team.
Not
I mean,
yet.
they win in the Cardinals and beat the Cardinals, and I understand it was a weird
like
game,
10
but
to 7. It wasn't like a
no, it wasn't. Well, I mean, 21-24, something like that.
Something
24-21.
weird. It was like, oh, man, they won.
They threw an interception at the last play of the game.
Murray did, yeah, because AJ Green didn't turn around.
I don't like Aaron
I didn't
Rodgers
see it.
either. I think I've said that on this podcast
Yes,
before.
we
I don't
don't-
like
yes,
Aaron
he's a
Rodgers.
bozo.
He's a weird person.
Just listen.
He thinks he's smarter than
Just
everybody
admit
else.
that you lied. It's not that big a deal.
Not big
People,
a deal.
people forgive liars all the time. Like
I just want to be like,
he
look,
didn't have
man.
to go on podcasts and do all this woke and
It's like
cancel culture.
Like,
Yeah,
what are you
what a weirdo.
talking about? Just say,
It's
you know,
the hair, bro.
huh?
It's his hair.
Is
I'm tired of this people using the word woke and saying cancel culture. These 2 things have been around forever. It's the same thing it was 30 years ago with a fancy name. Stop saying cancel culture and woke. You don't sound cool. You sound like a bozo.
He thought like he think he is like
If someone lied
He's
30
hipster,
year ago,
bro.
he think
guess
he's Kanye.
what?
He's the Kanye of football.
Someone lied 30 years ago about some like serious stuff, you would have been in trouble 30 years ago. We didn't call it cancel culture.
Yeah, it would have been like, oh, look at you. Huh?
Yeah, look at you. You're an idiot. You lying.
You got me.
Stupid.
Moving on.
And I heard, listen to the radio today, and they said like the Packers might have been complicit on it because
Of course.
there was interviews where they had everyone else who was not vaccinated on the computer, but Aaron Rodgers was there in person talking to the media. You can't be doing stuff like that.
When you the man,
But you know what?
in the room.
Yeah, what you about?
They-
Aaron Rodgers.
yeah, right. No, you're right. But
Yeah.
but if somebody finds out,
Yeah.
Guess what? Your
Like,
ass in
I
trouble.
got no problem. Like that's when we talk about the Astros cheating.
Green Bay should be in
I got
trouble.
no problem with you cheating. Hey, that's good. Aaron Rodgers. What you want me to do? Set him down?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm
got caught?
I'm pretty confident Tom Brady isn't vaccinated. I'm pretty confident.
Well, yeah, he believes
That
in a
he's
lot of
not?
wacko
I'm
stuff.
pretty confident
Oh, yeah,
he's
they
not.
paying
You
somebody.
think Aaron Rodgers? You think
Tom
Arians
Brady,
and them
listen,
gonna be like, hey?
A lot of people. I'll be the first to admit that human beings in general aren't as aware of how good water for you is for you as they should be. Like everyone should be hydrated. This is what helps your cells heal. But Tom Brady is out there talking about stuff that's like some of the most wackoest fake medicine ever, and no one cares because he just keeps winning championships.
It's all matters. I don't care. You say what to Brady?
Yeah, exactly. He's a whack. He's a
Like,
supreme whack. He's more wacko than Aaron Rodgers is. Everyone keeps talking about Aaron Rodgers' girlfriend, that actress who apparently has got him on this train of whatever. You know, like
I don't know who she is now, but I know,
neither.
yeah, I heard. I can't think of her. Not Olivia, not anymore. But
no,
somebody
yeah,
else.
she was in that movie.
I know. I can't think of. I just heard her name. I was like, oh, really?
There's like three. There's like a sequel. There's three of them or whatever.
Not Kate Beckinsale. I know.
No.
I know.
Shailene Woodley, but like she's in that. It's like futuristic movie or whatever where they like.
Matrix.
Well, I'm gonna think of it now because it's gonna make me angry.
What's her name?
Shailene Woodley.
Fast and Furious. It's in the future now. He's wild. Hold on.
That complaining about Fast and the Furious is funny.
Squid Game.
Fire.
But I already watched I knew I wasn't gonna. I don't like.
What you got?
I don't like shows that are played in English instead of subtitles. I'd rather hear the
It's just
Japanese.
subtitles.
No, switch it.
What are you talking about? It's a Korean.
Sorry.
I only watching subtitles. I'm not watching it in English.
Oh, I thought
It
Netflix
sucks.
only played it in English.
no.
Oh, well,
you
anyway.
gotta
You can
switch
pick any language you want. I watch it
I
Korean
understand
because
that.
when you
feel
watch,
it. You can
you
feel the
feel
emotion,
it.
yeah.
When it's a regular voice, you be like, "Man, come on, that sounds like."
Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
Corn.
I watch
So
that.
Netflix,
Fire.
foreign shows on Netflix that are dubbed in English, I don't watch, even if it's a great show.
No,
because
never.
of that.
Never. I put it.
Oh,
in
I thought it was like
language.
that.
Fam.
Well, anyways, I already know what happened because I watched the Cliff's Notes YouTube video.
Doesn't matter. You gotta watch it though.
I'm talking about I watched it like months ago before anyone was even talking about how big of a show it was.
Fam. So you saw all the show?
Yeah, I know everything.
No, not Reddit. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't watched the show, but I know. Fam, the
I know
YouTube
you know.
video was
I
like
know. I already
45
knew.
minutes.
I already knew.
It's not like a 5-minute YouTube video. It was
you
like
wipe your
45
brow.
minutes.
Make you wipe your brow. That's how crazy it was. That and
I
harder
already
you
know
fall.
everything. Why am I
The
watching
harder
it?
they fall, whatever.
Oh, yeah, I need to watch
crazy.
that. I need to watch that.
That was
Divergent.
Oh, I was gonna say
Fire.
that too.
Oh, Divergent? Man, I don't know what that kitty space movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what she was in. That's what she's known from.
Ain't the
I
Jeffrey?
mean,
That's a
maybe she
trilogy
known
too.
from
They
other
made
stuff,
three
too.
of them.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
made three of
Ain't
those.
like Channing Tatum in that or something? I don't. That movies is weird.
Miles Teller and
Miles Teller and Kim
the
Lawrence?
same Miles Teller and the one who was in Little Baby Driver or whatever.
Oh,
I
that
don't
dude.
know like
Yeah.
that. I don't know names of people like that.
Ansel Elgort. But you wouldn't have known that if I would have said that. So that's why I said Baby Driver. All right. Anyways.
Game. But the harder they fall, I'm taltalking fire.
Yeah, I need to watch
was
it.
good.
Watched it twice.
Might have to watch it on the plane, actually. That's not a bad idea.
Where you going?
Washington, Seattle.
You didn't even tell me.
Well, I mean, I'm coming back on Sunday, so it's not that.
Am I watching the house?
When you taking off?
Tonight?
Tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. What's today?
So we're not going to
Tuesday.
Friday?
No. Wednesday? Wednesday, yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah.
a holiday
That
this
ain't no
week.
lunch.
Dang. Go by myself.
Yeah, I put a BB day in for Thursday, and then I was like, oh, yeah, you got to put that back in draft so I can delete it. He denied it. I'm like, fam, there better not be no, like...
They gonna do something. They gonna
I was
make
about to
them go
say,
back.
it better not be
They gonna
like
make
no,
them go
like,
back,
punishment because of that.
When you deny it versus deleting that, or they do something, they hate that. They ain't gonna do nothing, but they hate it.
Well, you're not surprised, are you?
No. I saw him today. He was so lost. I was like, you've been in this building for a long time. His boss is weird. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't know nothing about these people. These people come across the podcast at work sometimes. I'd be like, yo, don't watch that, dude. Relax. But I saw his boss today. I went outside. I came downstairs to leave, and he walked that back door. He went like this. I was like, fam, when you been here for about, you don't know which way you go? He went out the back door, was like this. I'm like, oh, just I'm like, oh, what's up with him? Anyway, what's the next game? Let's do this and we can go home. What's the next game?
Bucks at Washington football team.
Bucks.
Bucks. But Washington football team probably score 50 and win. Like, who knows? I have no idea no more.
I bet on them a couple times because I thought like Heineken was okay, but they get killed every time. They had no business losing to Denver.
The Broncos. I picked the Broncos. I picked Broncos.
Well, we know some of these games are obvious. Lions at Steelers. Steelers favored by 9. Come on. Lions ain't winning their first game at Steelers.
I don't know this.
Be realistic. Fam.
I know
be realistic
anymore. I'm going to pick Steelers, but
Jags beating at home because they're in the same conference makes more sense than Lions going to Pittsburgh outdoors and winning.
No.
Come on. They're a dome team going outdoors in cold Pittsburgh.
Even though the score of Jags-Bills was, 9-6?
Yeah, stupid
even
game.
though it was that score, the Bills got whooped. Like, they got whooped. That's the difference of that. Like, I don't care how close that score was. The Bills got destroyed. That's how that plays out in that sense. They got destroyed, and they lost by 3. Josh Allen, every single fantasy quarterback I have played awful. I have Mahomes, I have Stafford, and I have Josh Allen. Those are 3 Hall of Famers, all right? Nothing.
All trash.
All trash last week.
That's when it sucked, because I'd be the one you sit. It'd be
like, oh, shoot, Dak played bad. I shouldn't have sat Stafford. Nope. Every single one I had, I was not going to win anything. What's next?
Let's see here. All right, so who'd you pick? You pick Lions? I ain't picking Lions. Oh, okay. Thank you. This is a good game. Saints at Titans.
But this be the one the Saints go up there.
Yeah, Saints just lost to ATL. Right?
Yeah, ATL go. I mean,
last second field
this
goal.
Season is ATL gets destroyed 1 week, then goes into
and they
New
500
Orleans
right now too,
and win.
Well, the Saints are dumb because they're playing 2 quarterbacks. Put BYU man in and leave it be. Because the other man, no.
Chase Hill.
Whatever his name is.
Taysom Hill? Taysom Kitten?
Put Taysom Hill in, take the other man out.
Yeah.
Bam, if you would have seen the other man trying to throw the ball, and then when Taysom Hill came in through the ball, it looked like change up versus the fastball. It was completely different.
Yes, it was a knuckle
It was a Clayton Kershaw fastball versus a who
rookie of the year
versus whoever throw the hardest fastball. Pause. Yeah, rookie of the year. I need to know. Did he throw 200?
Hey, that ball was blazing. They never did actually calculate. I think the first time
they said it was 100 at the end or something like.
No, the first time he went to the field, they tested it. It was like more. And I remember the coach was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" Like he had that.
Yeah, but back then 100 would have made people go like that. Like,
I think it was like 130 or something.
Ain't nobody hitting that.
It's on the Disney app. I'm gonna go home and check it out.
All right, Saints and Titans. You said Titans.
I'm gonna go with the Saints, bro.
They probably win.
I'm gonna go with the Saints just because they lost last week.
I don't understand how the Titans get. This is now 5 weeks in a row. Titans playing legitimate, really good football team. How do they get up for another game? Saints. I mean, that's a stupid pick, but
Titans.
Falcons at Cowboys.
I'm going Cowboys.
I think it's going to be.
They gotta bounce back. Cowboys gotta bounce back.
They're angry, and the Falcons are bad. So this probably Cowboys like 52-0 or something. It has to be. How can this game not be like 52-0?
But they didn't want. What are they? They didn't want like the last 2 games, right? Last 2.
Who?
The Falcons.
They did, but they almost lost to Miami in that game because they were up 13. They scored a touchdown to go up 12 in the fourth quarter, and the coach should have gone for 2 to put you up 14, not put you up 13. And then literally immediately Miami scored like 2 touchdowns back to back and had the lead. And I think Falcons had like a minute left, and Matt Ryan drove them down.
The only thing right now is fighting against the Cowboys.
2 weeks in a row they kicked a field goal.
Cowboys history. Like Cowboys lost the next 6 in a row, we wouldn't be shocked. We would be like, oh God, not again. Finish the season.
It would make less sense against the Falcons than Denver has a better defense than Atlanta does. I can understand like Denver has some playmakers who hadn't been playing well.
Yeah, but they have a Matt Ryan who can throw for 300 one week and negative 20
yeah, but he also can't move. So if you get any pressure on him at all, his career's over.
Teddy Bridgewater looked like Michael Vick last
Teddy Bridgewater got footwork. He can move a little bit. All right?
Yes, he was from Chicago.
I'm picking Dallas to win big. This is not a revenge game, but like a revenge week. Like last week, y'all trash. This week, y'all okay.
Me too.
Game on.
I'll go with the Cowboys.
This is another good game. So we got 2 good games thus far and a lot of dookie games. Browns at Patriots. Patriots favored by 1.5. Good game.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots on that one too.
I'm gonna go Browns.
I think the Patriots figured something out, despite the fact that I'm so tired of the organization. So I
do too. I want to pick the Patriots, but Browns. I think they got something to prove. The Browns are better than they've been playing, though. And I don't think the Browns should be as good as they are, but I think they're better than what they've been playing.
I think they're better than what they had been playing before the Bengals. I don't think they're as good as they were against the Bengals. 41-13
I don't understand how good the Browns were last week, and Jarvis Landry was bad. Like, they didn't have who was playing good.
They were running the ball like crazy. Nick Chubb had like a
that's what they got to do. Give the Chubbs
60-yard touchdown run.
Give the Chubbs. What else next?
Bills at Jets. Bills favored by 1 million.
I'm go Bills, but
Bills.
They put up a lot of points.
Listen,
the Jets put up a ton of points.
The Bills are going to win because the Jets are starting that man who has no business being in the NFL, Josh Johnson or whatever his name is, Josh Jackson, Jack Johnson, whatever his name is. He played with
David White. John White.
No, he broke his hand or something, didn't he?
Well, he got hurt too?
His hands broke?
Good Lord.
What? He got hurt in that game.
Last week's game.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't look at it.
He got hurt like in the first quarter.
Oh, I didn't look at it.
I didn't know he broke his hand, though.
Dang.
Well, he didn't come back into that game, so I'm assuming he's still out, but I could be wrong. But anyways, I'm picking Bills. Because I mean, even if they had him, I don't think they win. But with that third string man, who's like one of the worst quarterbacks in NFL history, he played well in that game somehow miraculously. But no.
Next game.
Jags at Colts. Colts favored by 10.5. Colts by 1 million. Jaguars riding high off beating Bills and are gonna. That's their season. They won their Super Bowl for the season.
Be an upset this week.
Vikings at Chargers. Chargers minus 2.5.
Vikings.
I'm gonna go Vikings with that one.
That could be your upset right there.
I'll never trust the Chargers. I don't care who they got.
Well, I don't trust Vikings. It's too.
I don't trust them either.
Vikings are like what?
I trust the Vikings more than the Chargers.
1 week here, next week here.
You're right, both of them.
But Chargers got a legit quarterback. That's why I don't do that as much.
Cousins
with them.
is too sometimes.
Sometimes. Chargers quarterback legit all the time.
Ooh.
They just got a bad defense. They got the worst rush defense in the league by far. I
don't know, but
I'll pick the Vikings because they got Dalvin Cook and the Chargers can't stop the run. But other than that, that's a game I don't want to pick. Panthers at Cardinals. Cardinals favored by 10.5.
But you know what? The Panthers got their card. Panthers has the Cardinals card, bro. They've always given them problems. Always.
Darnold is out though.
It don't even.
I don't know who their
sucks,
backup
though.
is, but you're right. But I mean, somebody got to play quarterback.
I'm gonna go Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers, bro.
I'm gonna go Cardinals.
I'm gonna go. It could be an upset because it's a mental game now because they keep beating them.
Cardinals are miraculous. Not miraculous wins, but like miraculous as in like every time you expect them to fail, they like blow a team out. That doesn't make any sense.
I was like, dang, Cardinals about to lose 2 in a row. Packers and 49ers. Nope.
Yeah, so I'm going Cardinals because they're at home. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Panthers, yes,
never know.
But Panthers got to come all the way across the country, and they suck too, and a quarterback out. Nah. Your team might have an upset here. Eagles at Broncos.
Man,
Might have an upset. Broncos are favored?
Broncos favored by they're home. Broncos favored by 3.
Eagles win.
I don't know.
Eagles. I picked the Eagles to win.
Eagles.
I'm gonna go.
I might bet the Eagles to cover right
You
now.
gotta go with Eagles. Eagles win. Broncos think they're going to the Super Bowl now.
Seahawks at Packers. Packers favored by 3.5.
Packers only because Wilson's first game back.
Oh, he is coming back. Okay, because I was about to say, how is the line only 3.5 if Wilson ain't playing?
Cleared to play, so I don't know.
But hold on, but is Rodgers gonna be able to play?
We don't know yet.
Well, they can't
There's a
make
lot
that
of-
decision until Saturday.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation because he has to get tested again. But everyone's thinking that, like I was listening to the radio today, they were thinking like the Packers are like find out a way to fake the test or something.
Yeah, I would just keep lying the rest of the season and then get in trouble later. Like, next year they find the team.
Because they make it seem like
$1 million?
COVID is a 2 week. It's a 2 week and you're 14 days and you're done. After
We
14
know
days.
none of them's taking it serious. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Packers. Seahawks is kind of shaky.
me too.
I'm
Wilson
gonna.
first game back. I don't know about that, man.
I hate this
Me
pick, but
balling
I'm gonna
out.
pick Seattle just because the last couple weeks I saw something where their defense is now first like 4 or 5 weeks of the season their defense was like the worst in the
god-awful.
league.
It was
and
the worst.
The last 5 weeks or whatever since then they've been like one of the
It
best
was so
defenses in the
bad.
league.
The defense. Seattle.
Well,
my watch.
like you in the middle of saying something. Look at your watch and stop.
Watch that vibrator. I was just looking.
All right. Game of the week. I can't even say it with a straight face. Chiefs at Raiders. Chiefs favored by 2.5.
Right.
Wow, that's your
Chiefs
squad,
are
right?
favored.
It's your squad, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Raiders.
Raiders by.
It's just the Chiefs favored is just a Vegas
trillion.
thing. Listen, it's just a Vegas thing
Raiders
because they're a public team.
38. Chiefs 10. Maybe 10. I'm gonna give the Chiefs 10.
Bro. Y'all in the same
I'm gonna pick.
division,
I'm gonna
right?
pick the Raiders because
Yeah, and a division game, and the Raiders are the only ones that seem to know how to beat
Is
the
it at
Chiefs.
home?
it's in Las Vegas. The only reason I'm picking the Raiders is two reasons. Obviously, the Chiefs are horrendous, and the Raiders. If you play like you did last week again at home, your season's over. So you have backs against the wall this week. That's why I'm picking the Raiders.
But the Chiefs got something. They need to bounce back too.
They need to bounce.
I mean,
Ace.
their
who's in first place in your
season needs to
division?
bounce back.
You're in first place in your division.
Tied
right?
with the Chargers, but the Chargers beat the Raiders the first time, so the Chargers technically have the first tiebreaker right now.
Okay.
They're both 5-3.
Okay.
I'm going to pick the Raiders because of those reasons. Because the Chiefs are in disarray and the Raiders backs against the wall.
That's the Monday night game.
Like Sunday night.
Okay,
One more game after that.
what is that? I think it's whack.
I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Oh, Raiders.
All right. I'm going to pick the Raiders.
I'm going Chiefs, bro.
Chiefs is booty though.
Rams
Mahomes is
at
weird.
Niners. Rams favored by 4 Monday night. Rams by 1 million. They bounce back. Rams don't lose 2 in a row. We've seen that this season.
In
It's
there?
in San Francisco, but it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying.
Because
like,
then you go out there
they
and
haven't played 2 bad games in a
Garoppolo.
row this year, though.
Yeah,
The
but
Rams have not played too bad. Like they killed the Bucks, and next week trash, and then the week after that blew out whoever they played. Same thing over
Lions.
again. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It was like 38-7 in the first half. You
But
do that
did
to
they-
any NFL team.
But did the Rams have a bad game or did the other team have a good game?
Oh yeah, Rams got washed last week by Titans. Like
no,
wasn't
but
even
I'm saying
close.
did the Titans have a
Well,
good game?
Titans ain't a 28-9 better than the Rams. I mean, come on, let's be honest here.
I'm gonna go Niners.
Yeah.
Niners got it because Shanahan's on the hot seat.
Yeah, he is.
He's on the hot seat. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
I was a Shanahan believer for a long time, but I don't know now.
He's on the hot seat now.
Nah,
I'm going with the
Rams
Niners,
don't play
too.
2 bad games in a row under Sean. I would say Peyton, but Sean McVay, whatever his name is. And Stafford still has a chance to win MVP. Rams.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. They only got 2 losses or 3 losses.
He only has a chance to win it if like
Yeah,
the
Rams
quarterback
7-2.
goes bad.
No, fam, Rams 7-2. I think his numbers are. You don't think his numbers are as good as they really are. His numbers are really good.
Oh no, his numbers are really good.
But what's the
he-
difficulty of their schedule? Is it do they really have a difficult schedule for them to have a 7-2? I haven't been following them.
I don't know.
The freaking
But they
Lamar Jackson.
killed the Bucks. They killed the Bucks. It was early, like one of the first weeks of the season, but they
Right.
killed them. So they lost to the Titans. So I mean, the schedule was fairly tough. They killed the Texans. It wasn't even close. It was like 38-3 or something.
Yes,
The
that's a
Texans scored
trash
twice
team.
late. They killed the Lions, and the
Trash.
Lions scored
Trash.
late.
Two trashes.
They killed the Giants.
Trash.
3 trashes.
They killed the Seahawks.
Triple trash. Quadruple
might
trash.
be trash.
Quad
Rams might
trash.
not be that good, B.
I mean,
Quadruple trash.
I understand what you're saying, but when you're beating everyone and like you're up like 30-3, and then the team scores late to like make the score look closer, fam, you smashing everybody. The week before that, they lost to the Cardinals, so they blew the Bucks out. Then they got washed by the Cardinals, and then the very next week came back and washed the Seahawks.
Squad. Okay, and who else?
Only see one good team they beat so far.
Yeah.
So they beat the Bears in week 1 by 20. They beat the Colts in week 2. They washed the Bucks in week 3.
Good team.
They lost to the Cardinals. Then they
Good
beat
team.
the Seahawks, Giants, Lions, Texans, and then lost to the Titans.
And then who was the next game?
Who
That's this week, 49ers.
Who they play after the Niners?
Packers. But they got to bye.
That's
They
it.
got to bye, then Packers. So they don't have nothing to look forward to for next week.
They might make
That's
the
a
playoffs,
pretty.
though.
It's
what?
easy for them to go 12 and
They might lose the rest of the
6.
games. So. They lose this week. They might lose to the Packers. They could
You
lose. They could get on a
smoking,
streak.
man.
All right.
You smoking.
All right, it doesn't go home because it's late. Anything else?
Nope.
Other games?
That's it, fellas.
Rome, I appreciate
Appreciate
you
it,
coming
man.
through,
I
man.
appreciate
I'm glad
you guys
made it,
inviting me
man.
over.
Of course, man. Anytime, man. George, anything else?
Nope.
Rome, thank you. Obviously, Mr. Me Dose on all social media platforms. Mr. _ me _ Dose.
Yes, sir.
On everything. That's the homie. Everybody know Rome. Rome got everything. That's the sneak dish. Pow, 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 pow.